Okay. How are you? How are you? How is everything going? Please let me know.
I fine. And you?
I am fine, thank you. Okay. Do you understand the exercise that we will have today?
I say that I want to be in the future
Yeah.
and cuánto quisiera ganar y cosas.
Yes. Perfect. Yes, perfect. So we will start. Tell me about it. Let me know.
Okay.
What do you want with your life? If you have to sign a contract, like for work, of course, how much money do you want to win? In which area of law? Tell me, what do you have in your mind and in your plans right now for the future?
I would like to work as a lawyer in an
Yeah,
organization that helps indigenous,
yeah,
yes,
indigenous.
indigenous people.
Yeah, yeah, perfect.
And I I will like no, I will want to win $700 a month. It's
Seven $700 per month.
per month. Okay.
Okay, but
And
do you want to work in your country or do you want to work in other countries?
I want work in other country.
Which one? ¿En cuál?
I, I want Africa.
Mm,
It's interesting because
yeah.
when I was a child, I had a I don't know let's say, pero tenía un llamado misionero de la iglesia.
Mhm. It's like I had, porque es pasado, I had a call from the church or from God or
For God.
yeah. Because yeah, it's like a program in your church, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So and I'll be able to travel to different countries. I
Okay.
and
But explain me a little bit about it because remember that I'm not Christian, so I need to understand. So in your church, they tell you that you will travel for help people, or or was something inside of you that telling you what
I,
do you want to do?
I feel that God tell me that I will go to Africa and
Okay. So it was like a conversation between you and God, right?
conversation. No, but he he showed me
Okay.
my call in other country and I show the people.
Like a vision or something?
Yes,
Como una visión, no sé cómo se dirá eso, una premonición, no sé.
no, te lo voy a explicar en español porque esto sí se me va a hacer complicada en inglés.
Sí, a ver, y luego miramos si lo podemos traducir.
Ok, en sí, desde chiquita yo he ido a la iglesia, ¿verdad? Entonces,
Ajá,
Dios a mí me puso en mi corazón, porque fue así, he put in my heart that
ya,
I help to to people of Africa,
ujú,
and I tell you that Jesus exists, that he can help you the help help to the circumstance that Africa have a different problem.
ya. Okay,
So mhm.
okay, that is so interesting. And why do you want to win $700? Why do you want to win more, or why do you want to win less? Why that number?
I think that 700 is a normal, I think, but I I think that one one mil dollars. I
1,000.
yes, well,
Thousand.
1,000
Thousand.
is extremely and
Is what? Is what?
is extremely.
¿Qué significa eso?
Es extremo, pues es mucho.
Ah, okay, okay. That is too much. Va
Es
a sonar mejor. It's too much. For example, for me, $1,000 is too much. Okay? That is the
it's too
correct way to
much,
say it. Mm-hmm.
but 300 is a less.
Yeah, it's less.
And for this, I think that it's $700 is the medium, is normal
Mm-hmm.
for this.
Okay, that
And
is nice.
mhm,
How maybe like in the people that you meet someone or you know someone that go to Africa, like in your church, or do you have contact with people that do it before? Because that can like explain me why do you feel that, right? It's like, do you, in your church other people were in Africa for help, and then maybe they tell you about their experiences, and from them comes your interest, or you don't know nobody that go to do the things that you want to do.
I met that uh, pastor,
Yeah, you can say like, mm, es que es más como una guía. It's like my guide, like my spiritual guide. Es como la mejor
mm,
manera de decirlo, como mi guía espiritual. Porque
my
lo que se conoce en inglés es más como el Pope, como el Papa, como en la Iglesia Católica.
mm,
Pero para lo que quieres decir es más como tu guía espiritual. Es like my
o
spiritual
un
guide.
misionero.
Like missionary, yeah.
Uh, I met a messenger.
Yeah, like a missioner.
I,
Missioner, yeah.
I met a missioner, and he came in El Salvador and tell me that the problems of Africa and the last uh, before uh, before and I think there is I saw the video. No, I watched the video, and in the video I watched that the guys, the children, die for the ¿cómo se dice cuando no tienen que comer?
Como desnutrición.
Ujú,
Bueno, hay varias maneras de decirlo. You can say um, like malnutrition, como que es como si dijéramos mal y luego nutrición, pero en inglés. But also you can say something like the people is dying because they don't have any food, como they didn't have any food, como que no tienen comida. O también puedes decir, lo voy a escribir. Por favor, miremos el tablero. Under nourishment. ¿Ok? Lo que pasa es que, bueno, la manera más común como para entender el contexto que yo te aconsejo que podrías utilizar sería como they didn't have any food or they didn't have the enough food for survive. Este es como un término muchísimo más técnico. Me carga, no me carga, no me carga. Y no es tan común. Es más fácil decir algo como de didn't no food for sure. Like this. They didn't have enough food for survive. Okay.
But don't have enough food for survive.
Sí, super. But if you want to be like more general, you can say just like malnutrition.
Malnutrition.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Perfect.
And I watched this and I feel bad uh, in the moment. And the time passed and passed, and I going to no, I went to go to a church, and God called me and tell me that I have a call in Africa and etc. etc. And
Okay.
I want to a lawyer in the future, and I think that eh, I be I will be a lawyer. I can I can travel to other country. I can travel to Africa, and I can help the people in Africa.
Mhm.
Como decimos en El Salvador, como matar dos pájaros de un tiro, o sea, cumpliría el llamado que Dios me ha hecho y cumpliría mi sueño de ser abogada y ayudar a otras personas.
Okay, yo te pregunto otra. Okay, I will continue like with the last or my last question. And is, do you have an strategy for achieve that dream? Como tienes una estrategia para conseguir ese sueño, ¿qué has pensado que tienes que hacer? Primero terminar tu carrera y luego quieres tomarte un tiempo para viajar. ¿O cómo vas a alcanzarlo? ¿Ya tienes ese plan? ¿Ya Dios te ha dicho algo? ¿O cómo estás manejando tu vida? O sea, en ese sentido, ¿cómo lo vas a conseguir?
And right now, I want to study,
¿Ya?
and I don't know that in the future eh, I don't know the time that I will go to Africa, but I want to have the learn the knowledge the
The
knowledge
knowledge. Knowledge. Es una
knowledge
palabra súper difícil, pero tú puedes. No, no,
knowledge
como de ahora, como, no de ahora porque ahora es now. Es like
de
no,
saber
knowledge. Knowledge.
knowledge
Ujú.
the
Es bien
knowledge
complejo. Esta palabra nunca me gusta. O sea, sí me gusta, pero es difícil utilizarla. Así que no te preocupes. Knowledge.
the knowledge and in the
Ujú.
future, and I want to put the practice.
Okay. Perfect. It's the first one that wants to do something like so humanitarian. It's not just for thinking like, oh, I want to win this amount of money. So that is really nice. So thank you so much for your time. Before you go, I need that you please fill the survey. Y la Lesca todavía no la llena. Todavía no llena la votación. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Ya te saludo. Entonces, Crisia, por favor, contéstala y ya eres libre.
Gracias
Eres
por
un
el
elfo
tiempo,
libre.
Gali,
A ti,
y
muchas
por
gracias.
corregirme.
De nada, con mucho gusto. Cuídate, que nos vemos mañana.
Igual.
Chao, chao. Okay, Laleska, how are you? It's different having another time because I am like trying to change it, so it's nice. It's like a
Yeah,
surprise.
it's fine. It's fine. It's actually better. It's not better, but it's in good time because in an hour I have like from 6 to 7 I have another course,
Mhm.
so it will be kind of complicated, but it's fine.
Yeah. What are you studying?
Um, Derecho tributario empresarial.
Oh, my
Tributario,
goodness.
tributario. Soy buena en tributario. No me gusta, pero soy buena en tributario. Entonces,
Okay. Wow. And what do you have that influence like for business and corporative sector?
Um,
Why?
I
From your
guess
teachers or
related
from
to
your family?
my aunt is an accountant, maybe,
Ah,
but it's not like it's not like I want to talk like or like work around like taxes or anything like that. I just always wanted to be like my own boss in the sense that I want to have my own thing. Like I want to go and work for corporate and things like that because you can easily at some point gain all the experience you have and then go and do your own. Go and
yeah,
do
yeah.
like and be your own boss, be your own thing. So I think what will work for me.
Okay, so we are starting to connect that question with our activity. Um, I want that you tell me, Laliska, like with which conditions you will think a contract, like a labor contract. What do you want to have in your life, basically? And like the dream that you ever dream, how will be that job? How much? Tell me about it. How much do you want to win? What about your vacations? What about your schedules or your time? So,
Yeah, I actually felt it.
ah,
I
that
felt
is
it.
so good. That is
It's
so good because you start to visualize.
yeah, like you see conditions, what do you want to do, compensation, things like that.
Okay.
Well, like this is like my dream job, or somehow.
Yeah.
I will definitely want to work in. So far, I fall in love with New York. I've been there 2 times, and it's amazing. And the city has so much life, so I will want to work there. I will want to have the position of like this is my dream though. It's like I
Yeah,
want to be a
yeah. We are
CEO.
talking about
Since
that. We
I
are
was a
talking about
kid, I
that.
was like, I'm gonna be a CEO. Like I want to be talk.
Oh,
I yeah, or a consultant because being a consultant gives you like a bit of freedom in time. So I was like, okay, a consultant or a CEO. So somehow I want to be like the one that has the ultimate word in what I do. So yeah,
okay. So I want to be the boss. This is
yeah,
what do you
I
want to
want to
tell
be the
me?
boss. Like I like that.
Okay, that is amazing. Tell
Okay,
me, what more?
so during like my responsibilities, either as a CEO or as a consultant, I would like to give consult during maybe trial or maybe related to any cases or whatever field I am in at that moment. I always saw myself in meetings, like in trying to seal deals with people. I think
Uh-huh.
talking is one of the things I do well and interacting with people. So I think holding meetings even abroad with, I don't know, Chinese people, that's why I studied Chinese, will be something really interesting to do. Then I would like somehow to teach as well, like to take care some new employees or some interns. I would like to like instruct them in how the thing works, how like be a friendly person there because somehow sometimes it is kind of harsh when you're new. So I would like to do that. Um, then what else? I have one more, I think. Yeah, and maybe somehow if I have to maybe be in trials and whatever, but like that's my least thing. Like that's the thing I kind of don't see myself there.
I know.
Um,
I have a question.
mhm.
Do you want like to be based on New York and then like go to do your work in other places of US or in other countries? Or your dream is like, I want to, for example, I want to live in New York and I want to have my apartment. And if I work in that city, that is the city of my dreams, I will be happy. So what do you have in your mind for that question?
For me, it's being based in New York, and also that the company itself is based in New York. So I mainly do my deals there because I've seen like I've gone through all those places and it's amazing. It looks amazing, and every person that goes inside one of those buildings that looks amazing are like, oh my god, you see them and they hold power. So I really like that, but I know that sometimes you have to like meet some important possible Chinese partners in some restaurant or in another country, or just you go to China and seal the deals and talk to them, give meetings. So that as well, like that's something I want to do as well, because that lets you also know their culture, and you travel as well. So it's interesting, and you see things firsthand instead of you like reading a report like, oh, they promised this, they say they're going to do this. No, 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 I want to see things. Like, you say you
Okay.
have this, you say you're going to do this for me, okay, I want to see it. Well, how does this work, how is this done, things like that.
Okay, I will connect it with the other word, with the other question that I have for you, and it's like if someone paid you for do the thing that you like the most in this world, for what activity someone is paying you for? I don't know if that clear my
uh,
question. If
where
someone pays you like for the thing that you love the most in your life, what are paying you that person for? What reason? For what activity?
I think it
For
will
being,
be kind of like leading, organizing, like being head of a team. I like that. I like giving orders. I like how to organize things. I know how it works. It's like you give me a problem and I'm like, okay, you do this. That kind of thing I like.
okay,
And
okay,
yeah, so yeah, that will be it.
okay, okay. And told me about the salary. How much money do you have in your hand for that? In your mind, sorry.
Okay, so I set it for, it's like if I'm a CEO, I can earn little, but I also don't want to earn a lot. So let's say 3,000 month
Yeah,
and 6,000 a year. Like, just
nice.
it's just to
That
not
is
be like
good.
I want $1 million. But
Yeah.
these people like a CEO earn a lot of money, so it's like, but no, it's fine. Like I was like, yeah, 3,000 is fine. Like, yes.
Okay. Other question that I have for you. Do you know someone that, or I don't know, in your friends or family, do you have someone that in this moment or before had that work, like the work of your dreams? It's not about someone that you have been like in series or movies. No, in your social circle, do you meet someone that are doing the thing that you want to do?
I think my aunt, because she used to work for a company before, and she used to be like lead team or some things, and then when she got married, she left when and her
Yeah.
husband like fund her own company, and now
Mm-hmm.
they have their company with their own clients and everything, and she has freedom to spend time with her kids and everything. So I think that's kind of, yeah, maybe I saw it there, but like yeah, she's like the
Yeah.
closest I know.
Okay, that is nice. And what about the times? What do you have in your mind? Do you like to work part-time or full-time or
I
weekends?
think I would. I think I would like to work full time, but like not weekends. Weekends are mine. Weekends are for my family. So full time, no problem. But like, yeah, weekends free.
Okay. What more do you want to tell me about?
Okay, vacation says here. I want ideally 8 weeks per year, because
Okay.
I want to have kids. Like that's part of my plan, and I know that kids have like 2 months in like summer. So at least I want to spend that amount of time with my kids. I know they maybe say like you can only use 4 weeks at a time or something. Like they tell you that because that's what I tell my mom. But like ideally, I want 8 weeks so I can have as much time I have with my children.
Okay, great. That is great. Tell me, what other conditions do you want in the contract?
It says benefits, and they mention health plan, and I think that's very important. But they say like health plan for me. What I want is a health plan that also includes my family. My mom has
Yeah.
that, so I want one that at
Okay.
least covers my children.
Okay.
Then they talk about probation, that they can just it says terminate without notice or cause.
Okay,
I don't
that is
I
bad.
don't like that. I don't
That
like
is
that.
so.
Yeah, I don't like that. I actually highlighted because I don't like it. I don't like that they just told me like, oh no, why are you here? We just terminate you. But did you go to the notice? And something like more than notice, the part that says cause. Because I want to know like if I did something wrong, if I did something that they didn't like and that's why they like terminated my contract, whatever. I want to know what did I do? Like what did I
Yeah.
did that was so wrong that you said, oh no, probation time, then you're out. No, I don't want you here. So that's a
Okay.
no. I ditch that from this.
Um, what do you think that is the correct or the perfect time to know it before, or what are the conditions, like the minimum conditions in time for finish with one labor contract?
I mean, when they talk about me terminating the contract, they like kind of demand me that I notice like them 2 weeks prior.
Yeah.
So it should be reciprocate. Like if they're not
Yeah.
gonna end my probation time, then they should like in 2 weeks notice me. Okay, we are not gonna keep with you, so you better start looking for another job or anything. So 2 weeks will be
Okay.
fair.
Okay. That is great. What more? What more do you have in mind?
They also said the employee agrees to return any property when at the time of termination, which is fine because sometimes you get like company computer, company phone. But another thing that I will add is that I want it to be factory reset. So I want everything to be wiped out. Everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yes. I
Yeah.
want it all wiped out. And that's one thing. That's something I add there.
That is
Then,
good. You're
um,
like, have the things clear. That is my data.
yeah, I don't want them to have my data because even if it's a computer phone or not a computer phone, a company computer or a company phone, sometimes you do get something personal. So I don't want them to have that, in
Hmm.
any way. Um, they also said the employee has willingly chosen not to obtain such advice to execute this agreement without having obtained such advice, which is, I mean, if I myself am a lawyer, then I don't think that counts as legal advice. But I want legal advice, even if I'm a lawyer. Sometimes you need someone else to read your contract. Sometimes you need to
Hmm.
think about it well.
In other areas. Hmm.
So I want someone like I want this contract to be like checked by a lawyer besides me.
Okay, that is great.
Then I agree with like not working for competitors or not like immediately opening my own business and take all my clients because that happens and I understand that from a company. I'm like, yeah, I get that.
Okay,
So
so rational. Okay, Laleska, thank you so much for filling it out because it was not necessary, but maybe we'll give you like, for me, it's like visualize what you want and works for me, but I don't want like to do it like mandatory because then it will be like someone maybe didn't have time or maybe they don't want to do it. So I want like, you are completely free what you want to do, but I'm glad that you do it. I'm pleased that before you go, you fill the survey and then you are completely free and I will see you tomorrow.
I did it. Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah? Thank you so much for your time and for sharing that with me.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Vanessa, hola. Vanessa, ¿estás aquí?
I
Hello,
forgot the
hello.
microphone. I'm so sorry.
Okay, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much. And you?
Perfect. I'm so good. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, so start to tell me what do you want for your life? What do you want like with that job of your dreams? What do you want to do? Where? How much money do you want to win? And then I will start to do some questions depending of the speech.
Okay.
So I am open to understand.
Okay, teacher. Well, I had a lot of points of view because
Mhm.
I have working in a lot of works. I can say
Yeah, or places. Yeah.
exactly just like that. Well, I finished it thinking that the best job for me is that something that I could start for my own. So my own enterprise could be the best option for me because it's really hard to manage the time, especially when, well, we have some projects in mind. For example, make another specialty, something like this, and it's kind of hard to manage the time. So could be something that could open by my own. So that could be the best work for me. And what could be the area that I will really enjoy could be working with children because I really love helping people. Uh,
Yeah.
like that also helping women because here in Bolivia it's really hard to realize the reality of a lot of women, and that's why I really want to make the difference in that area because I think women's rights are not really good in all sense. So it's something that is really important to me because I think it's important for for society to start to understand that well, we have a lot of mistakes talking about human rights. So, in that way, this could be a project really important for me. And the kind of work for me could be something that is really diversity. So, something like keeps me on the desktop. Making the same thing every day, it is not for me. I don't like this because I really want to make projects, maybe troubles, some trabajo de campo. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, like something more vivencial, like that you can
Exactly,
like get it in contact with the trouble.
exactly.
Yeah.
Something
Or with troubles.
exactly. Knowing the people, meeting other kind of persons. So
Yeah.
I don't know, trying to understand other realities because mine it is not the only one. So maybe in country, women's are the works of women are really is really hard. So for me, it's really important to make a difference. So I really want to work with human rights, maybe, and
Mm-hmm.
especially if I could help my country to develop something in human rights,
Okay.
could be the best for me.
So, do you have in mind like continue working in your country? You
Exactly.
for now, you have like this in your mind. Sorry, in your social circle of people, the people that you know, your friends, your family. Do you know someone that do the thing that you want to do with your life?
I don't know. I am not sure. Maybe in my partners, my university partners, could be something like the same idea. Because, by the way, thanks for the internet, we are well. Now we know more about the troubles in world, so in all the world. So I think it's something important because this can be like open mind. So in
Mhm.
that way, I think yes, could be a lot of people who want to work in the same project because we all the women are living something like this in somewhere of our lives because it is not it is really common in America. It's really common. You are walking in the street at night and you can watch another man walking behind you, and it's really
Mhm.
uncomfortable. It's really hard to understand that your life is in risk. So I think could be a lot of people that could find this kind of job also attractive because it is well, in French is toujours. In English is day by day, de todos los
Well,
días.
mhm. Like all days. En francés no sé, no conozco. um, I want to talk about what do you think that are the factors that take influence in your dream? Like, do you have the factors for control that your dreams be real, like in your hands? Or do you believe that some of your goals are outside your control? What do you think about it?
I think could be
¿Entiendes? Mi pregunta, sí.
yes, I think.
Ok.
Well, I think could be both because there are some things that that I can manage, and other things
Ujú,
that not because it's really hard or it's a really big dream. For example, the idea to make all the people understand what is human rights and why all of us have to respect that is really big and is really hard to achieve. So in that way, I think it's kind of impossible because of the way we are growing up in our society. But even though is it is possible to do a difference maybe near to me, because if we start working with little projects and we start to growing up, could be something that is really possible, I think. But it is necessary a lot of work, hard work.
yeah. Okay, I have other one. If someone pays you for the thing that you love, like the thing that you like fall in love in your life, or the most lovely activity in your life, if someone rich comes to you and it's like, I will pay you for the favorite thing in your life, for the thing that you really enjoy, or the most enjoyable thing that you do with your life, for what that person pays you. Like, yeah, I know about your like work dream, but I want to know if maybe do you want to become a pianist, or I don't know, guitar player or something like that. Maybe do you have in your head something different that law, or no, just law.
Well, I really like a lot of things here. By the way,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
uh, I really love dancing.
Yeah.
And painting also. Well, I really love a lot of things, but
Okay,
well,
someone will come, to will tell you, okay, you will work, I don't know, 4 hours per day doing this, and I will pay you whatever amount of money that you want. But the only condition that I get is that I have to be the thing that you love the most in the world. Like that will be your activity. So which one did you choose?
I think dancing could be. I really,
Okay, that
really
is not
like.
nice.
Well,
Okay.
I'm practicing by the way, but it's kind of hard with work, with university, with another kind of activity. So it's
You
really
always will have time for the thing that you love.
yes. So, especially in Bolivia, we don't have a place, a special place where you can grow up as an artist, because
Hmm?
it's kind of hard to growing up as an artist. I was painting since I had 18, I think. And well, I have a lot of friends that want to pay me for some draws or paintings with watercolors, but I do that because I love doing that, but not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily for money, because we know that you can live with art, so it's really hard. Well, if I have the opportunity of that as a dream, well, of course I'll take it. I will take it.
Okay, that is great. And what about money? We will go back to our first
Okay.
work. We will go back that you will work like with feminist or with one ONG that is really connected with this, especially with women. And how much money do you want to win per month? And tell me about the time that you want to work and for your vacations. That three topics.
Okay. Well, first of all, for me, it's really important to make the things as better as possible. So
Yeah.
I have to work full time because this is something. Maybe it is not a dream; it's kind of objective. Because if we are talking about dreams, well, everybody is dreaming with being famous or something like this, being artist or painting or something like this. But this dream is kind of a patient could be is kind of different because it's more real, could be something like this.
Three, yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So, so in that case, well, it's something that I feel something. that makes me feel really, really patient, could be say that. Well, I could
Like
work
passionate about it or
ex-
about, como
exactly,
apasionada por.
exactly about it. So I could work full time. That is really fine because the work that I want is really dynamic of labor. So
Yeah.
do a lot of different things for doing something. It is not just or writing in the desktop. So for me, could be full time. And
Mhm.
well, it is a work that make other people's that help other people's. So in that way, I think I can earn something like 1,050. I don't know, something like this.
1,500.
Yes, dollars could be
Yeah.
because it's a full work. Is something that is growing up the society. Something that is really important because it is necessary also. And in that way, could I think I deserve a really good remuneration. Could be
Yeah, like salary. Okay,
exactly.
no, that is perfect. And what about the vacations? How many days do you want per month or per year, or what do you have in your mind?
Well, I think according to the law, to the Bolivian law, well,
Yeah,
I could work with a month per year. Could be. It is not bad for me because I really like to travel. So uh, once once a year, really big travel for me, it's enough. So the other time I have weekends for traveling to little countries here, well,
countries or cities?
cities or village, little village.
Like village, yeah.
So I have time in weekends for doing that because I really love travel. And once a year, it's really good for me to travel really
Okay,
far.
please remember me if we talked yesterday about was like 2 weeks per year, right? In
At
Bolivia.
yes, at the beginning, yes, but I think we done 5 years already working in the same work. It is 4 weeks a month, I think.
A year.
A year.
Okay, you.
Yes.
Okay, okay, that is great. And what about social security? How is that in Bolivia?
Well, here is really complicated. You have a medical secure if you're working in a really good enterprise, just like a bank or maybe something that is from the government.
Yeah, government,
Exactly. So it is kind of hard in Bolivia because most of people work from their own
business,
enterprises
or
or in
as independent.
exactly or an independent commercial. So it
Yeah,
is hard in Bolivia.
commerce.
Commerce, sorry.
Okay,
Well, in Bolivia, it's not all. It is not common to talk about a secure because really few people really have one.
I got it. Mhm.
So, but I think it's really important because talking about accidents, talking about medical problems or something like this, I think is really important. Even though home problems like could be accidents. So for me, it's
Yeah.
really important to have one.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your vision about your future and your life. We will have lesson tomorrow. And before you go, I need that please you fill the survey.
Well,
I can remember. You do it already, right? Yeah, I can see it. And Karen, I think that also do it. So thank you so much for your time, Vanessa. And I will owe you the slides. I will keep it in mind for this weekend, but no worries. Trust me.
thank you so much. See you.
Okay. Bye bye. See you. Hello, Karen. How are you?
Fine. I hope you too.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you so much for ask. So And let me know about your exercise. What do you have in mind for your future, for present and future? What do you have in mind for your like dream job? And what about salary, vacations, schedules, like everything that you want to tell me? And then I will start to do some questions just for know more about you. So you can start right now.
Okay. Okay. Um, well, I think the most important issue for me in to get my dreaming job or my dream job
Yeah.
is the time and how to manage the time. For example, if I were if I had freedom to order my schedule, for example, doing exercise at the morning and going to shop some things or studying in the morning, it will be more efficient for me and work in the afternoon and night. So I would like to have a job with that kind to, yeah,
Like a freedom
because
with freedom.
actually I think that it, exactly, because time in family with friends and to have um, or doing healthier activities like exercise or sleep or something like that. I think it's very important to be productive in job. So I think it's I don't know, a very valuable, good for me that have that kind of exactly because of benefits in my job. And that's the first. The second, exactly, you're right about how many days we have to vacations,
Yeah.
holidays. So I think in Costa Rica we have 2 weeks a year. For every it's 52 weeks to work, and I think it's a low time. No, it's I how poco tiempo. Mm,
Mhm.
how I could say that. It's not enough for me.
Mhm.
I think the first, actually, I reached to slow time. No, it's till second week. So usually without alarm clock, I wake up the same hour in every day I work. So
Okay.
I think it will be wonderful if we maybe had 1 month to to rest and recharge energies. And that's
Okay.
the second point. And about the amount of salary, I think I would like to have a salary that allows me save money and at the same time live well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it was funny because you yesterday said about how cost or how expensive is to get a home in Bolivia and other countries. So in Costa Rica, it's the same. Actually, I would like to be paid like right now here, but living in Colombia.
Yeah.
Because I went to Bogota and I feel like, oh, rich, because
The wage,
the
yeah.
living, exactly,
Okay.
the living
If
the
you
living
feel
cost.
that in Colombia, you will
Uh-huh.
die in Bolivia because the difference between my Colombian money and the Bolivian money is like the double and it's double price in
Oh my
everything
god. Yes.
except in real estate. or cars,
Okay.
or technology. Oh, that is
Okay.
so expensive. But then the other things like for travel or for take a bus, for example, for take a bus
Mhm.
for 18 hours cost more or less $10. In my
Oh.
country, no way. In my country, for that, like minimum, I don't know, 50, 40, more or less,
Mhm.
right? So that would give you an idea. The price of the oil, of the gas here, so cheap. The like the public services, they pay
Uh-huh.
$1, $2 per month for
Oh my God.
water, or is it what? And for gas, the gas is so cheap, also $1 per month,
Read.
and it's like
Yes.
I just need a house. But
Yes.
yeah,
Well,
but you will
actually,
die in Bolivia. So
is
cheap.
Bolivia cheaper than Peru,
Yeah.
or it's similar, or it's too low
No,
than
it's
Peru? Oh
cheaper.
my
It's
God.
cheaper. Cheaper.
Okay. Because I went 2 years ago to Peru, and I feel the same like when I went to Colombia. I was like, oh my God, this is the countries of my dreams.
Yeah.
Yes.
So cheap. So cheap. Here, for
Yeah.
example, you can buy clothes that that Bolivia didn't have sea, right? So
Mhm.
they import and export a lot of stuff, and it's so common that
Mhm.
they come like from this kind of companies, Zara,
Mhm.
Bershka, etc. And you can
Mhm.
find new clothes. Like for example,
Mhm.
last I don't know, like month, I buy a jean
Mhm.
and it cost me $10. If
Oh,
I buy
okay.
something like that, like from the store in Colombia,
Okay.
minimum 60, $70.
Okay.
So here is so weird and so cheap some stuff. Of course that you can find like other boutiques and etc. when you will pay like
Yeah.
six,
Mhm.
7 times that. But if you want to find like good quality stuff and you look good,
Mhm.
you will find
Mhm.
amazing prices. Or
Oh.
dresses, because I have like some meetings and
Mhm.
I need to take like a dress, even with
Yes.
coronavirus, but I need to buy a dress, and
Uh-huh.
it was so cheap. I was like, yes. So if
Yes.
you want money here, if you win and you spend, you are done. If you win money in
Mhm.
other countries, you are super
Uh-huh.
done. But then if you want
Okay.
to buy a house or buy something, you need to have like a really good job here. That is not so hard because they are
Uh-huh.
like 9 million in all the country. So in my city, for example, it's the same people,
Mhm.
9 million. So
Mhm.
like the people are like apart, and you find like some cities that is like so
Mhm.
productive and others that don't. But you start to see and it's
Oh.
like, oh my gosh. And if I have that sensation and I'm from this continent, I can't imagine what can feel the European people when they come from have vacations. Because if I feel like, I can imagine with euros. For example, here, $1 are 7 Bolivians, right? one
Okay.
euro are 9, right?
Yes.
So you can see that difference, and it's like, oh my god! If I went to
Yeah.
a country where my money, like the minimum, like the least one, is 9 times the money there, it's like, oh, I need that for my
Yes.
life.
Actually, I have a funny his story, because I went to a house convention that made here before the pandemic stuff.
Yeah,
So I went and I was watching and seeing offers and houses and apartments, and and I was just watching because the convention has it suppose it has a lot of range of prices, but at the end the lowest price is so high here.
yeah,
So so the seller told me, actually I could say to you that it's cheaper, but the truth is that you need to be marriage with 4 people, because with the 4 salaries you could buy an apartment. So it was very funny because I was like, oh, okay, it's very difficult here to get a home. But with the cars, it's different. Here it's very easy to get a new car from the new car. Yeah, directly from the concesionaria. Bueno,
Yeah, from the shop.
yeah, from the shop.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is great.
here yeah, in the 90s here, buy a house was very easy. Actually, my parents built a house, and it was very, and they got a lot of benefits to do it. That, but that right now it's almost impossible for one person. Really difficult. It's very impossible. And but when I went, for example, I went to El Salvador. I was like in houses that here cost, for example, 90,000, no, $90,000 here. In El Salvador, $16,000. So was a very huge
Huge
difference
difference.
between Costa Rica and Salvador. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Costa Rica is
And
expensive. I
yeah,
remember how I
really,
suffer.
really.
For
Yeah,
if you are,
you know.
yeah, I visited and I went to the like the touristic places. And of course
Mhm,
that you are tourist. So always they want to put your money out. But my strategy is never like just have a reference with dollar for have like a
mhm,
control of my financial stuff, but never
mhm,
think about it or converse the money because then I ruin everything. That happens like
mhm,
when I went to Argentina a couple of years ago. I went to the
mhm.
south and it's so expensive. And
Yeah.
I remember that I every time that I want to buy, it's like, oh my God, I can buy in my country, like, oh, what I am spending. And then you suffer. So that don't have sense at all. It's like I changed the money and I stopped to thinking other or in my money or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Same in Peru or same in Ecuador, because in Ecuador they have dollars. So for
Yeah.
example, one of the minimums like prices or the average about a lunch is like
Mhm.
15 $20. That for them is nothing. But in my country with $20, I can perfectly eat for 3 days in restaurants. So it was like control Cali.
Like four bandejas paisas.
Like no,
Yeah.
don't put it in your coin because you will suffer. And that is my
Yeah.
strategy, and I do that in
Mhm.
Costa Rica. The first, I remember
Yeah.
that I went to the center for an
Mhm.
exchange, that I remember the center of the city that is in front of a bank that have faces of people suffering. I remember so
Yeah.
much that I
Ah,
changed the money there, and I never think about again in my money. And I was like, when I was walking, I remember I tell my friends like, "Hey, this is my face before change money." It's really hard, and I
yeah.
change all the money that I want to spend, and then I just start to think in colones. That would make it
Yeah,
easier.
exactly. That is better because you don't suffer to think about how much are you really expending.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay, so
learn.
you didn't give me the
Sorry.
answer. How much?
Mhm.
No, yes, 1,500. No, 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 no. That was the girl before you. So, how
Mhm.
much money do you want to spend? Do you want to win
Okay, I think the
in
average
dollars?
of in dollars in the United States. Mhm. I think $4,000 or $5,000 dollars. It would be fine to with the um, index living index here. To reach to earn money. Mhm. To with the yeah
Okay, that
to
is great.
mhm.
Yeah, maybe one day have a future. Okay, universe, are you
It's
listen that?
mhm, mhm. Yeah,
Okay, that is
I think
great.
yeah, exactly. I think here it will be it's going mhm, $1,000 in my future in the right now. because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
situation here is very difficult. I think here it will be fine in the future. Yeah, but I hope it will be. Yeah.
Yeah. But you are like so lucky because you are still like working, right? Even with this all this
Yeah.
situation, because you are working with public sector. I remember it.
Yeah, I'm a state lawyer. Or how do you say that? State, no, lawyer of the state or state's lawyer? I don't know.
State
Uh,
lawyer. Ujú.
yeah,
Como state.
yeah, but right, exactly. The situation here is that government is thinking about doing changes in the state's employees. So they are looking for a change that made easier to how do you say, to fire people, obviously paying every in the rights, the salary, vacations, and insurance and everything. But it's because really the situation here is it's very difficult in that way. The states has a lot of workers right now, and the taxes situation is not longer to keep a lot of people working in the state. So they are looking for how to no decrease the quantity of employees in the state.
Oh God.
So right now we are how expecting no um
Waiting.
we are waiting, thank you, waiting for the final result of that reform to
Oh, bueno.
watch the results and how that we maybe could oh, okay, we don't know how in every case how it will impact in every case, but I am afraid that it will be impact everyone. So we are waiting right now just.
Ok.
Mhm.
Perfecto. Muchas gracias por tu tiempo, por
Mhm.
compartir, por hablar de los
Muchas
problemas
gracias.
latinoamericanos y de Centroamérica.
Sí, no,
Y
sí, no
bueno,
conoce mucho, pero créame que voy a ir a Bolivia,
sí, no,
porque sí,
ay,
entonces,
es muy barato, es muy barato. Inclusive, por
y-
ejemplo, yo conozco gente que ha arrendado, ya podemos echar chisme porque Rafael está
ujú,
retardado, así que bueno.
ajá, ok.
Y él, tengo una persona que vive enfrente, o sea, tiene una casa de 2 pisos gigante con chimenea, o sea, como
Ujú,
la casa del sueño, ¿verdad? Y al
ujú,
frente tienen un lago para llegar hasta allá, a ver, son como 20 minutos manejando, 30, y
ujú.
está, o sea, la naturaleza es increíble en medio de las montañas, etcétera, con todos los servicios y paga la casa entera $400 al mes.
Ay, no, en
Pero es,
serio, es
pero es una
algo
casa
soñado.
gigante y entonces piensa que tú no estás solo, ¿no? Tú estás, puedes estar con tu pareja, son 3 cuartos. Entonces imagínate donde inclusive tú puedas tener
Ujú.
como tus roommates y estar trabajando, sigues estando como fuera de la ciudad. Y me
Sí,
parece re
claro.
lindo, re lindo. Y ellos ya tienen kayaks y tienen paddle. ¿Has visto esto?
Ujú.
Que es como una tabla de surf gordita y hacen. Y hacen.
Ah, sí,
Y yo digo, como, eso es calidad de vida. Porque si tú tienes un
claro.
negocio más o menos rentable, y
Ujú.
son 2 personas, ponle $200 entre 2 personas, es súper pagable. O sea, sí se puede, ¿me
Claro.
entiendes? Y digo, como, pues, ¿quién necesita comprar casa?
Sí,
Hay algo
claro.
muy bueno, por ejemplo, que yo solamente he visto aquí en Bolivia, en mis viajes, que no han sido muchos, pero han sido, que me
Ujú,
gustaría compartirlos en clase. Acuérdenme, aquí tiene una figura espectacular para el tema de vivienda que se llama
ajá,
anticrético. Y es una
ajá,
maravilla. O sea, yo no sabía de eso. Yo llegué acá y en todo lado veía como anticrético, anticrético, anticrético. Pero básicamente es que tú le puedes hipotecar tu casa o tu vivienda o todo lo que tú tengas de finca raíz, lo puedes
ajá.
hipotecar a un privado, ¿no? O sea, lo puedes etiquetar, digamos, tú me lo hipotecas a mí
Ajá,
Entonces firmamos un contrato por 1 año, 2 años, 3 años, lo que sea, y más o menos están como por 10.000, 15.000, $20.000, ¿no?
ajá,
Entonces tú me das los $20.000, yo te doy mi apartamento, mi casa, te la escrituro
ajá.
como es que está en anticrético y lo registro y todo el bollo. Y cuando se acaba el contrato, yo te devuelvo el dinero y tú me devuelves la casa. Entonces, es más que todo para la gente que se mueve con inversiones, la gente que sabe cómo
Claro.
duplicar ese dinero. Y tú, como no persona que no sabe duplicar el dinero, lo que haces es que te ahorras 1, 2 o 3 años de estar pagando arriendo, lo que sea, y
Ujú.
tienes un seguro. O sea, es como si tuvieras esa plata ahí, es un ahorro. Y yo decía como, wow. Y bueno, y así,
Claro.
y entonces luego si definitivamente no te puedo devolver el dinero porque mis negocios fracasan o lo que sea, la casa es tuya.
Sí, claro, sí,
Como,
eso
como un
es
banco.
todo.
Y yo así re, wow, mi oportunidad de quedarme con que no me
Claro que
devuelvas, no
sí.
me devuelvas.
Sí, y
Y bueno,
sí, como, claro, como para tener ahí la casita y todo, teletrabajando desde allá.
me parece muy genial, me
Sí.
parece muy, muy genial. Y yo decía como, wow, qué chévere. Y así hay muchas cosas, no raras, solamente
Ujú,
diferentes. La gente también es diferente. Ya yo voy a
ujú,
cumplir 1 año aquí
ujú,
y me gusta mucho. Y estoy mañana. No sé, creo que mi siguiente país va a ser Brasil, es como mi sueño, seguir para
ujú.
Brasil, pero también dependemos de toda esta vaina de la pandemia y cómo se vayan dando las cosas
Sí,
y así.
claro.
Pero siempre es
Sí,
bueno uno saber en dónde está y como qué quiere hacer, qué quiere conseguir, para dónde va, porque eso le da a uno un
sí, claro.
poquito de estructura y de visión, como decir, bueno, quiero ir, no sé, quiero trabajar en
Ujú.
el Congo. ¿Qué tengo
Ajá.
que hacer? Pasito uno,
Ah, sí,
mirar
claro, sí.
organizaciones. Eso es bueno. Entonces, sea para hacer lo que sea, lo que uno quiera hacer en su vida, siempre es bueno tener estructura, un poquito, no mucho,
Ujú,
pero sí un poquito y decir, bueno, estoy aquí y voy para acá, no sé
ujú,
cuándo, pero voy para acá. Sí,
ujú.
eso me resulta importante para la vida. Entonces, se me va a pagar el combo. Y bueno, fue un gusto haber conversado contigo. Si te quieres desconectar, ya eres un elfo libre.
Ujú. Muchas
Y
gracias.
nos vemos mañana entonces
Ujú.
en clase. Antes de que te vayas, te voy a molestar con que porfa llenes, ya la llenaste, ¿verdad? La
Sí,
encuesta
ya la
al
llené. Sí.
entrar.
Sí,
Súper.
es que me sale, pero como después me da miedo que se pierda la ventana, entonces yo la lleno.
Ok, súper.
Sí,
Igual tú
pero
sigues
bueno,
estando súper privilegiada porque para donde te muevas tienes a amar y a mí eso me parece tan importante en la calidad de vida de una persona. Inclusive tú puedes estar trabajando en tu oficina y todo el bollo, pero el fin de semana, el viernes, estás en el mar. O sea, eso es algo como tan lindo
claro.
que
En
digo,
una hora, bueno, estamos en una hora desde la capital se puede llegar a la primera playa, digamos, disponible para ir a dar una vuelta, sí, en una hora.
¿cómo se llama?
Ya si uno se llama, bueno, es un puerto, se llama Puerto Caldera. Ujú. Entonces, en una hora uno está en ese puerto que es de una provincia que se llama Punta Arenas. El otro día
Punta
que
Arenas.
hice la videollamada estaba en la provincia de Guanacaste, que es como ya más la que está cercana a Nicaragua, digamos, esa es la que está más cercana. Esa sí, el tardamos en carro casi 7 horas, digamos, en
Llegar.
carro, exacto, nos fuimos, bueno, yo saqué las vacaciones el viernes y nos fuimos el viernes en la mañana temprano y llegamos allá como 1 de la tarde y ya regresamos, bueno, el domingo y sí, digamos, más o menos, sí, como 7 horas. Bueno, eso fue por la presa. Bueno, yo creo que ustedes les dicen trancón cuando hay
Sí,
muchos
trancón,
carros.
trancón. Sí, sí,
Eso me
sí.
encantó porque yo decía, ay, qué bonito, me gusta más esa palabra que presa. Yo sí, como para llamar al jefe, estoy en el trancón. Y estábamos en esa. Ya para el Caribe, que es como la provincia de Limón, sí, esto se tarda un poquito más, también como unas 7 horas, pero en esta época está
Conocí,
lloviendo.
conocí
Sí.
Guanacaste, conocí Limón,
Ah,
conocí,
sí.
me acuerdo mucho que fui a Marino Ballena, no me acuerdo en dónde
Ah,
queda,
sí,
pero lo
claro.
recuerdo. Y fui a una playa súper rara, el nombre estaba como en alemán y no había
Ajá.
nadie, me acuerdo mucho que me corté con un coral y fue un poco
Ay, de
traumático,
verdad.
sí,
Ay, qué
pero fue
pecado,
bien
sí.
lindo, fue bien, sí, porque nos estábamos hospedando en un hostal que quedaba
Ajá,
en la montaña y
ajá,
nos habíamos bajado para ir a la playa y todo el bollo y volver
ajá.
al hostal fue un martirio, me acuerdo
Ah,
muchísimo. Fue un
sí, y
martirio
fueron a ver,
porque
perdón, fueron a ver ballenas.
no, o sea, fuimos al parque
Ajá.
porque nos decían que era hermoso y todo este tema, y no fuimos a ver ballenas ahí, las primeras ballenas, ni siquiera en mi país, porque en mi país también tenemos el fenómeno de
Ujú.
la migración. Las ballenas, la primera vez que he visto avistamiento, bueno, las veces, fue al norte del
Ujú.
Perú. Fue la primera vez que tuve
Ah,
esa oportunidad, pero en Costa Rica no.
sí.
Y me acuerdo mucho, ay, Costa Rica es hermoso, me acuerdo mucho que me acuerdo, creo que fue en Limón, habían
Ujú.
muchas casas de jubilados europeos y
Ah, sí.
nos contaban que la gente llega a Costa Rica y no se va.
Ah,
Entonces,
sí, sí. Sí, sí, aquí yo siento que, de hecho, estaba hablando con mi hermana el día que fuimos de paseo, que este es el lugar, como estrella para las personas que ya se quieren retirar.
sí,
Entonces
lo
sí,
es.
en Guanacaste y en Limón hay muchas personas. Hay otro lugar que es más montañoso, donde está el volcán Arenal, que se llama San Carlos.
Ajá.
Ahí también hay muchas personas que vienen ya de retiro, se compran una cabaña y se quedan por ahí y pues se quedan. Yo siento que es como porque es cálido y creo que también a veces a las personas les recomiendan que ya por el corazón y eso vayan a lugares cálidos, entonces creo que también tiene que ver eso. Ujú.
Influye mucho también. Hay un lugar, me quedé con dos lugares pendientes, porque volveré a Costa
Ajá,
Rica, volveré.
sí,
Un río azul que no alcanzamos a llegar porque
ajá,
no nos daba el tiempo. O sea, teníamos que escoger. Y fue como,
ajá,
y viajábamos en grupo.
sí,
Entonces, ese es el problema de viajar en grupo, porque por mí la
ajá,
decisión estaba clarísima. Yo nos vamos, pero ellos querían como ir a la playa, que estaba bueno también, pero a
ajá.
ver, no sé, yo quería ir y dije como está bien, y me
Sí,
resigné y me
el
acogí.
río
Y luego
celeste, es ese.
El
Ajá,
río celeste, sí,
ajá.
y el
Bueno,
volcán,
ese, si a usted le gusta el hiking, ese es muy bueno
ajá,
porque ese hay que caminar muchísimo, o sea, de verdad, sale
sí,
uno gateando ahí a gatas, ahí subiendo las graditas, porque sí, pero es muy lindo y vale la pena, a mí me encantó.
ay, qué
Ajá,
lindo. En Chiapas también hay uno parecido en México. O sea, no conozco, pero he hecho mis estudios. Y luego está el volcán, creo que es Arenal, o el Irazú, no me acuerdo. Uno donde
ujú,
se puede ver el cráter verde,
ujú.
pero en la temporada en la que yo fui había mucha neblina, entonces no lo pude ver.
Ajá.
O sea, no me dijeron, no, no vayas ni
Ah, sí,
siquiera porque
eras
no se
tú.
puede ver. Y yo,
Sí, no, pero igual a veces uno topa con suerte. Vea, una vez fui yo y todo estaba blanco de neblina y de verdad yo pensé que no iba a haber nada, pero justo en el cráter estaba despejado, entonces estaba todo aquí como con neblina, pero si uno se asomaba se veía.
no, qué
Entonces es también
chévere.
como suerte o mala suerte o así, pero eso igual sucede con el volcán Poás, que ese también. Lo que pasa es que
Guau.
ese estaba cerrado porque estuvo mucha actividad. De hecho, en algún momento pensamos que iban a explotar como 4 volcanes a la misma vez
Ay, no.
porque estaban activos todos, entonces era como... Pero no, todo bien. Sí, sí.
No. Lindo el chisme, ya que Rafael no llegó porque le mandé un mensaje en el grupo y
Ujú,
no debe estar trabajando, supongo.
ujú.
Él siempre, sí, debe estar trabajando.
Sí.
Entonces, ah,
Ah, bueno, ya llegó
Karen,
alguien, sí. Ahí
muchas
está.
gracias por tu
Bueno, profe,
tiempo.
nos vemos mañana.
Chao, cuídate que estés muy bien.
Igual, hasta
Rafael,
luego.
¿cómo estás,
Gracias.
Rafael?
Bien, hola.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Cuéntame, espérame un segundito, déjame ver, porque creo que pasó algo con los horarios. Espérame, déjame ver. Rafael, siete
Sí,
quince. Ah, ya sé quién faltó, Francela. Pensé que seguía Rafael, pensé que seguía Francela la que no va a asistir hoy. Te acosé, lo siento.
ok.
Bueno, entonces vamos a comenzar. Por favor, cuéntame cómo sería ese trabajo de tus sueños. Of course, in English, tell me about your salary, about the conditions, the vacations, the health insurance. Tell me about where do you want to work in Bolivia or maybe another country. And yeah, basically that.
Yeah, actually, when I try to think about my um, uh, work in a future, I have a crisis because I
Yeah.
really don't know what I expect from me in a future.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah,
normal have a crisis. For me, it's like it's natural. It's
Yeah.
natural. We all have crises, but we need to being
Um,
exposed to that kind of situation for start to figure out what do you want to do and what not. Even if one can be like really slow steps, it's good to makes
yeah,
you
I
feel
think
uncomfortable. It's
a
important.
good place to start maybe could be like in a diplomatic charge.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a consul or something. A work that give me some opportunities to travel to other countries, knowing other people, and make 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 me a name for other Bolivians to start in the politics.
Okay. But do you
Yeah,
want to like when we talk about like diplomacy is this way to represent your country in other countries, right?
yeah.
But then you talk about politics. So do you think that the only way to become like a diplomatic or like
Um,
a consular is like by the political way, or what do you
no,
want to say?
there's a lot of ways to be a politician, but I
Uh-huh.
think the diplomatic is maybe like a way to prepare for um, live life of a politician.
Okay, I will correct something. When
Yeah.
you talk about como la diplomacia, you will say diplomacy. Or you can also say diplomatic career, como la carrera diplomática.
Okay.
Okay, that is important because it's a difference. Diplomacy, you can talk about diplomacy. I want to work with that, or I want to talk like, or I want to do a diplomatic career. Okay,
Yeah.
that is just something that I check that you need to correct. Okay, so if you want to be in that world, talk me about money. How much money do you want to earn?
Yeah, I think something like $10,000 per month.
Yeah, that is great. But do you
Yeah.
want to live like in other countries for sure? Like, is your dream, or you want to start here in Bolivia and then start to travel?
I prefer to travel first, and um, when I will have a lot of experience and even power, come back to my country.
That is really interesting. And tell me about if you, in your social circle, do you know someone that works with diplomacy?
Uh, Anybody?
No, no, nobody.
Yeah.
And do you think that you have like external factors that will take influence in your achieve? Or do you think that if you propose it by yourself, you can take it or you can do it in the future?
Um, I think I can do it, and maybe more important, I really want to do something like that. I think we need like a society change a lot of things, and like a individual person, and that I can change anything. I really don't believe a lot in this type of thing, like you just need to put your grain of sand to change the world. I prefer to think if I will, I could be, I don't know, like a president of a country. I really could change something.
Okay. And do you have one strategy for achieve your dream? ¿Tienes una estrategia para alcanzar tu sueño? Como, do you have
Um,
plans? Do you want to study something with that diplomatic career? Or maybe are you studying something now, a part of that?
Yeah, I'm just. Uh, I don't have a great plan. I think we in the politician world, you nowadays in the politician world we are the people are finding more something that could be a show than something that really want to change. So I think we really need to. I really need to prepare me to be a social personality.
Mhm. Okay. So do you want to become famous?
Yeah,
Okay, that is important.
that's sure.
It's the first one that taught me about it. And tell me about your vacations. How much time do you want to have per year on your vacations?
I think the favorite time of vacation could be one more month per year. But
Okay.
I don't think a lot in this. Uh, I don't know. We have the weekends, and if I have work like uh, in the diplomatic career, they are traveling all the time. It's like a mixing of vacation and work, I think.
Okay. Okay. Um, Now I want to talk about the medical insurance or the benefits about to work that. Do you want to make a medical secure for your family, or do you prefer like, I don't know, having like health insurance that is so important for you or not too much? What about the money for become a retired? What
I
about
think,
all these benefits? Do you want it or it's not really important?
yeah,
What is your
yeah,
opinion?
I think it's really important have social secure.
Mhm.
We saw a lot of these situations in the last year when w- people who didn't have social secure and they didn't um, make something with mm, for the coronavirus.
Yeah.
They don't have the attention that they need because a lot of people didn't have don't have social secure. It's very important, and sometimes this is really expensive, but it's necessary.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me if you we will imagine like then in this case that you
Yeah.
will start to work with diplomacy, right? Which country did you choose for have your first experience?
Ah, I don't know. I never visited other countries, so I don't know a lot of that. Um,
What is the first country that comes to your head when I'm telling you or asking you for that?
French.
Hmm?
A lot of people tell me
France.
that. Yeah,
Remember that is a difference. It's like
yeah,
France
yeah. French
and
is
French is
the
the language. Yeah,
language.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
A lot of people tell me that France is the land of diplomacy. I don't know why,
Yeah?
but a
I
lot
don't
of people.
know. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
don't know.
neither. The French is a really like it's like a sensual language, but also it's really hard to pronounce it because you use a lot of these and a little bit of these. Like we have other sounds, and for me, some people say that it's so easy, but for me, it's like quite hard to learn that language.
Yeah, we could answer that to Vanessa.
Yeah.
She study French.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to study French in some moment in my life, but I don't know. It's a language that is not there. There is not a lot of people in the world talking that language.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
beautiful, but it's not very
Useful.
useful
Yeah.
for
For
some.
travelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite difficult. So do you, okay, that is the first country. And the second, which one can be your second option?
Um, Maybe Japan.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice.
Yeah.
Tell me if you can choose between part job, like about time, like part-time job or full-time job. What do you prefer? Like working the middle of the day, or do you prefer work
Yeah.
8 hours per
Part-time
day?
work.
Yeah, imagine that are you representing Bolivia in Japan? How many hours per day do you want to work?
Um, the 6 days. Yeah, 6 hours per day.
Okay,
Yeah,
that is reasonable. And
I
in
really
which
want to have time to do other things that I love.
that is nice. So first, what thing do you love? And second, what do you prefer? What time? Do you prefer working in the mornings and have the evening free, or do you prefer like working at evening and be have like freedom in your morning?
Uh, I don't know. I am, ¿cómo puedo decir acostumbrado?
It's like for me, it's normal. Yeah, and then you
It's
continue.
normal for me
Mm-hmm.
work uh, on these days
It's
in
my
the
custom. You can say como es mi costumbre también.
custom work in the mornings.
Okay.
And have some time for me in the nights. It's the normal for me. I don't know. I think it's good to me.
Okay. That is great. Perfect, Rafael. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate that you share a little bit with me, and always like I do this kind of exercises because always is important know where you are and what you want to be. It's not being so radical, but always you could have an idea because that can help you to take a step by step to achieve your goals, right? So that
Yeah.
is always a good plan. And I do you read the old contract, like the full contract that I
Yeah.
sent yesterday?
Yeah. I
Okay.
read.
I hope you can like check new vocabulary, like so related with labor law. And if for some reason do you have any questions tomorrow before continue, you can do it or by WhatsApp. No worries at all. But that was the plan. Like check how works in other country and what is the basic for a labor contract.
Okay.
Okay. And please, before you go, I need that you fill the survey that you can check it like another window in this call.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so
No
much
la veo.
for you too.
Primero, llénala porque si no, ya, ahora sí.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias por tu tiempo, que te vaya muy bien. Y perdón que pensé que era francés, o sea, me di cuenta que estaban al revés. Francela fue la que me dijo que no venía y dije,
Sí.
bueno, estoy esperando, pero bueno, fue Francela. Muchas
Yeah.
gracias igual y nos vemos mañana en clase.
Nos vemos.
Ok, adiós. Laura, ¿cómo estás?
Hola. Hola.
Hola Laura,
¿Qué
regálame
tal?
un
¿Qué tal?
segundo porque llevo ya de
Ok.
seguido y estoy tomando café y necesito ir al baño. Ya vengo.
Ok.
Dame un minuto.
Ok.
Now I can, because it
I
was
know.
like so continuous, and it's
Yeah.
like, maybe you can give me a minute. Okay,
And
so
food. Are you hungry?
yeah, yeah. No, I eat before and I just drink
Okay.
something because then it's like so dry. But
Oh,
if you are drinking too much, then it's like, sorry.
oh, yeah.
Okay, I hope that everything is okay. And
Yeah.
do you read the contract?
Yeah, I did. I made a list of the words that are new for me, and
Yeah, that is great.
a lot of ways to say things that I didn't know. So it was very useful and
Okay,
short.
that is great. Yeah. Okay, so we will start. I want that you tell me which one can be like the job of your dreams. How much money do you want to earn? What it would be like your schedules, in which country? What about the conditions, the labor conditions? If do you want like the company give you some specific elements for your work or not? And yeah, after that I will do like a little questions about, and that's it.
Yeah, it
So
was a little bit
tell me.
hard for me to think about what I wanted to do because I never shut myself into one thing, and I like to be surprised by life. But this was helpful because I realized that I love to be a lawyer. So that was like my dream job is to be a partner in a big important firm, and I want to live in Bolivia. I like living here. I wouldn't change that. I want to travel a lot and I would like to work in different places and study in different places, but I think my home is here, so that stays. This would have to be a firm that has branches in Latin America and different cities, so that I can go there and come here and do that. I
Okay.
haven't I don't have like a rate for the money that I want to make, because I have no idea how much money they make, the partners of big firms, and I know that it's a lot. So good. I just need the money for things that I want to provide my family, and that is just like a
But
secondary thing for
an
me.
idea, just a range. Just
I have
how
no
much
idea.
money do you think that you can be happy with? Like comparing the stress that can be like managed one law firm against the money that you can win. How much money per month, more or less, like in dollars? How much do you
like
think that can be
like
like fair for you? Fair for you?
like 1,000, I think.
One
I
thousand,
would no, 3,000
3,000.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Much. I don't need that money to be happy, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that when I really make it as a lawyer, I would be happy with that.
Happy.
Yeah,
Okay, that is great.
yeah.
Do
Like
you want to continue living in your city, or maybe do you want to travel and live
um,
in other cities?
yeah, I was thinking about that. I would like to live in Santa Cruz, maybe.
Okay.
I like La Paz. I love the weather here. It's for me perfect for me. But I know that there is like a lot of growth, and it's developing like a big city. So maybe I would go there. Cochabamba. I don't know. I'm not like I want to stay here and that's it. And no, I could go anywhere.
Okay.
That's what I would like to do.
What about the
Um,
vacations? What do you think about
yeah, in here you know that we have just 2 weeks per
per
year
year?
like a vacation, and that's it. But if it could be a month, I would be so happy. Just 1 month
Okay.
that I can split the days when I feel like it. And the schedule, I like to work in the mornings, and I love it to be continuous. I don't like it when they split your day for you to go lunch and then come back. And I rather having the rest of the afternoon and night free. So that would be great. Like continue. I don't know if you say continuous schedule. Horario continuo. I didn't find out how
Yeah.
you can say that, but yeah, that would be regarding mm, the schedule of my work. And I realized that how do you say this, the matter that I would like to specialize is the one I told you, arbitration and litigation too, but in specific matters like civil and commerce law, and make it international, making like international proceedings, and yeah, getting to know different people and learning different laws all over at least Latin America, because I like
Okay.
I like it.
I have
Yeah.
another question for you. If you could have someone you know's job, what would it be and why?
Like right now?
O sea, si en este momento tú pudieras tener el
No,
trabajo de, sí, de una
like right
persona
now?
que, sí, que tú conoces en este momento,
Okay, not a
¿qué
fictional
trabajo tendrías?
character.
No.
Wow. I don't know, because they are all like starting to do things. You say someone that is older, right?
No, whatever, like in your social circle, if you can like have the power to interchange or like have that job for someone that you know of your
I
social circle, just take it. For example, I choose Juanita. I want to have that job from your social circle. Which one did
Okay.
you take?
All the judges from the arbitration proceedings that I managed when I was in the Cámara de Comercio,
Okay.
because
So
I
you was
admire them
like,
so much. And some of them have their own law firms and are really everything put together, and amazing careers. So it would be one of them,
okay.
definitely. Yeah.
And do you like management, like to being the boss, the CEO for a company? So do you realize how much people do you want to have in charge? Like in your dreams,
Yeah.
what do you imagine?
That is very hard for me, because I think that the responsibility is huge. I don't know how much I can calculate. Under my wing, maybe 20 people top. I don't know if I could handle more, or even
Okay.
want to, because I like to. I'm not a slave of my job. I wouldn't like to be a workaholic, or just do that and disregard family and things, because I want to be a mom too. And
Okay.
yeah.
Do you have any strategy for achieve your goal, your job? Do you maybe think about, oh, what I have to do for a start, like a plan, or not really?
Yeah, right now, I told myself just that when I realized what I wanted to do with my life as a lawyer. And I said, okay, right now I'm not working, so I have to focus on keep on reading, studying, and get a job when I can. Right now, I've been meaning, I have one an arbitral procedure ad hoc. So as a secretary of the tribunal. So I want more of that, so I can grow more on arbitration. I'm looking for courses and diplomados in the subjects that I like. So better if even better if it's international. Like right now you can do it online, so that would help me a lot. I know I have to study even more, and I want a job that helps me grow in that matter, the one that I'm interested in. But the last job that I had was different. I loved it, but it was different, so it wasn't like focused in the thing that I really love. So I would like to the next job that I have. I would prefer it to be more goal oriented regarding the dream that I have, that I just realized that I have. I didn't know that. I know that thanks to you.
Okay, that is great. So if someone paid you, if someone comes to you today and offers you, like, paid you for do the activity that you love, like that you love the most in your life. Imagine that I am rich and I comes to your life and I'm telling you, like, hey, I will pay you for do your dreams come true. You can do whatever that you want with your life. I will pay for it. Like, I will do a salary and I will respect all the conditions that you want. or a huge company is not necessarily a rich person, what do? You
With the
continue
money?
because no. I mean, with the activity, what will be the activity that you develop?
Like right now, this money would be for working, for
Yeah,
studying,
no, for working, for working.
for
For
working.
example, I want to work. For example, I want if someone offer me like the best salary that I can
Okay.
reach, like following one of my dreams. For example, I want to be like an geophotographer or something like that.
Yeah.
Like imagine that someone. It's just an example, right? Maybe I want to be like a musician, or if someone offers you like pay all the things that you want in free, or all the conditions that you want for makes your dream come true, you will continue with law?
Yeah, that's a deep question. Yeah, because I would like to say I would,
It's my
but
idea.
if you put it like this, it's a little bit different because there are so much other things that I like, that I really love, but are not profitable, are not gonna make me a salary that can give me stability and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
security.
yeah, yeah.
So
For
yeah,
example,
that's what
some people
that's the point.
always some people always wish to become an artist, but
Yeah,
I know that work is hard. So if
yeah,
I'm telling you, I will pay as a company or as a person, I will pay the salary of your dreams for do your dreams come true and do the works of your dream. Which one will be this one? That
I think I
that
would
work.
spend like all my time reading. I love reading. I love it. All of my books are over here, and I do it. I used to do it in my free time. Now that I have more, I'm trying to read more, and I just love it. I can sit with a book, and that's it. So that
Okay.
would have to be it. Like giving me a library, and I have to do that, or manage it. And I have thought about it because I can do it. But if they could pay me for reading, that would be like, I thought about singing because I like to sing too, but I don't like the exposition. I don't like the attention, so that wouldn't work. I just know it, and it's very hard to sing. So
Yeah.
too late, I think.
Okay. So thank you so much for giving me your experience, your ideals, your goals. And
Yeah,
I will see you tomorrow on lesson. Um, it's so important that you collect all the new vocabulary from there. And maybe do you have some question from the um,
the
from the
words,
contract? Yeah, yeah.
um,
Something that for me was like it was just an example that we use here, but um did you check that they put like a condition for finish with the contract, right? That they can do it whatever that they want.
yeah,
For
yeah,
me, that is like not stability.
yeah.
So what do you think about that? Do you think that you can sing one contract with that part or not really?
I would ask for them to change it before I sign it, because it's quite dangerous. You have to, that as a lawyer you have to check everything is okay before you sign something. That I didn't like that part either. The rest was okay. I think very normal in what we're used to, at least in general. So yeah, that part was a little bit off, but the rest of it, it was more learning new words, and I understood it easier than the article that you gave us last week.
Okay, that is great. Yeah, it was easier. And it was like a topic completely different, and that it was the idea. Before
Okay.
you go, Laura, please, I need to ask you that you please fill the survey.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, thank you so much for your time, and that is
Thank you, Betty.
great. For
It's
me,
always a
no, no,
pleasure.
no, it's not
I don't
fill.
see it.
Dale, como yo que le doy alt y las flechitas y me aparece. Ah, es
Las
que tú estás en el
flechitas.
celular.
Sí, no. Y siempre me aparece así en pantalla.
Raro. Ahí está activa. Me dice
Me
encuesta en curso.
pareció, me pareció al llegar. Ah, aquí está.
Súper.
Yeah, done.
Gracias. Bueno, es
Thank you
súper
so much.
importante Es súper importante uno preguntarse esas cosas, así sea por curiosidad, así sea como un proceso de autoconocimiento. Hoy cuando me senté a pensar, bueno, ¿de qué vamos a preguntar? Me sentía como una terapeuta, como un terapeuta, como una psicóloga. Y cuéntame, ¿y en dónde te ves? Yo decía, miércoles, esto es importante,
Ya,
porque
lo es.
y no, no es algo que le dedique a uno mucho tiempo, porque a veces uno está
No,
tan rápido, tan rápido, tan rápido, y uno no piensa como en dónde se ve en un tiempo, cómo o qué tengo que hacer hoy para estar en un tiempo en X lugar.
si uno tiende
Eh,
a estresarse también.
sí, siento que también comienza como una crisis de ansiedad ridícula, porque ni estás viviendo acá, pero ni estás viviendo allá. Es importante tener un, like, the blurry idea, como una idea bien borrosa de lo que tú quieres, pero
Sí,
más o menos un camino para poder seguirlo. Ya tienes varias cosas muy definidas, que siento que es importante. El
sí,
arbitraje, el
totalmente.
corporativo, etcétera. Y por ahí se tiene que seguir. Y bueno, es importante. Es como mitad y mitad la manera de conectar un tema muy estructurado, como el derecho laboral y las prestaciones, todo este tema, pero también cómo lo conectas con tu vida, porque al fin y al cabo, pues eso es lo que estamos haciendo, ¿no? La manera en la que tú puedas no solamente adquirir el vocabulario, sino también cuestionarte, preguntarte, resolver un poco las dudas existenciales que podemos llegar a tener frente a la
Sí,
vida.
eso nunca se resuelve por completo, pero esto
Nunca va a
ayuda
pasar,
mucho.
nunca va a pasar. O sea, no, siempre va a haber algo. Cuando creas que, que conseguiste lo que quieres, siempre va a haber algo más en la cabeza. Y así, que así funciona el mundo. Y funcionamos
Justamente
nosotros.
en este contexto de la pandemia y de no poder hacer muchas cosas que teníamos planeadas y procesos que se han parado, porque eso me ha pasado a mí, es difícil no estresarse. Y pensar, tengo que encerrarme, pero tengo que estudiar, tengo que estudiar, tengo que buscar posgrados, estoy así. Así que estoy ya, estoy más tranquila
Sí,
hablándolo.
es importante cuando quieras. ¿Y cómo te sientes? Es importante eso, es importante uno también aprender a manejarse en medio de lo que se presente. Esto es solo una circunstancia más. Más adelante pueden venir peores, pero es importante aprender a dominar la cabeza y cómo la vamos a poner a trabajar para nosotros y no en contra de nosotros. Eso se escucha re, pero es importante
Sí, totalmente.
descubrir
Gracias
eso.
por el ejercicio.
Y bueno, me alegra que te haya gustado. Nos vemos mañana en clase
Nos vemos
y
mañana, Gal.
gracias por tu tiempo.
Que
Adiós,
tengan linda
adiós.
noche.
Igual tú, chao, chao, que estés bien. Listo, Rafael. Aquí no va a estar hoy. Hola Ana, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú, Gaby?
Todo muy bien, gracias. Me quedé esperando, me toca confirmar qué ha pasado con Fátima. Porque no llegó, entonces tenía pagado como todo, mientras que eran las 8.
Tranquilidad.
¿Cómo vas?
Muy bien, por dicha. Un día muy cansado, pero muy divertido, la verdad. Entonces, se equilibró bastante bien.
Ah, bueno, me alegra mucho.
¿Y el tuyo?
Ok, todo muy bien, gracias a Dios, todo fluye, todo en orden, todo como
Qué
tiene que
dicha.
ser. Bueno, so today we will talk about your expectations about the job of your dreams, the salary that do you have in mind, the schedules that do you want, the conditions, like what do you want that your boss giving you for your work, basically, or maybe do you want to become your own boss? So tell me about everything that you want to share with me, and then I will do some questions that I have like ready.
Okay.
And yeah, that will be the activity of today. So I listen you.
Well,
You have time for read and
yes,
fill out.
I feel the contract and all that, but I always want to work outside Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe if I'm here, I would love to project my job outside my country. And that's my first goal about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I always read a lot of stuff. One day I don't, when you go on a loop for reading things and you just found something that you never imagined. And
Mm-hmm.
I was reading something about uh, a, I don't know how to say, a process that was, I think, in the International Criminal Court
Mm-hmm.
about Gaddafi, a process with Gaddafi and a person, and it just make me click on me, and I found out that it was a lawyer from Dory Street Chambers that, and I just researched a lot of things about them. I fell in love with the vision and the job, and I always thought that maybe one day I can do that, and I'm working on it. And I thought that that's my dream job for right
Okay,
now. I
that
would
is
love,
great.
yeah.
What about the salary? Do you have in mind that?
I really thought about it. I think that the position in that firm for me maybe will be a barrister. I just learned that with
Okay.
you. I would love to work like that. I was thinking that maybe with that firm, I will no longer be able to work here. So maybe I have to move to another country. I don't know which one, but I think Europe or something like that.
Huh?
So I thought of that too because Europe, sorry, is a little bit expensive. So I thought $6,000 per month. I even checked.
Sorry, I am losing connection. I
It's
can't
okay.
listen to you. What? How much money?
6,000 $6,000 per month.
Yeah, perfect.
I thought about food and a house and an apartment or transportation, all of that. And I
Yeah.
thought,
In which country? Choose one.
oh my God, Spain or London?
Okay.
I would love that.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So you need to put more money in your salary because London is one of the expensive
Yes.
ones.
Yes. And I also put that and plus bonus, plus exercise discretions that I learned that they are very important. And and healthcare, I think is very
Mm-hmm.
important too. And that
Yeah.
is, and I don't know how it works in that countries, but maybe some kind of retirement process
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
can
yeah.
that I mean that can go that way. So I thought of that too, and basically that's a part of the salary.
Okay, that is great. And like if you in this moment in your life you meet someone that have the job that you want for your life, like in your social circle.
No,
Never. So you don't have like a guide to follow that dream.
it's funny because I read a lot about Amal. I don't know how the her middle name is right now because she married George Clooney, like it's what the fuck,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
But I read a lot of her books before she got married with him, and I think she is an amazing woman and an amazing example. So her, and she works with a lady, I forgot her name. Maybe I can give it to you later, but she also writes a lot of things that are very interesting, and she works with human rights, and I love
Mhm.
that. So maybe th- they, but
Yeah. But
very
she works in the country, in the Congress, right? Right
yes,
now. Okay.
and
And do
she
you feel like that you can work with politics one day or not really?
I'm very apolitical right now.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's a
But
struggle, but for me, it's a struggle right now. Okay, but if I have to deal with that, I just deal with that. It's okay, and I can be a part of
mm,
them, but I can have my morals and my principles in a good way and just move on with that.
okay, perfect. What about the schedules? Do you like to work part-time or full-time?
I'm kind of a workaholic, so maybe I don't know. Um, Work 4 days of the week and have weekends and a day off in the week would be really nice. And I would love to work 8 hours a day, just that. Because
Okay.
I think sometimes the bosses think that we can work every day like 24 hours and that's not the point of life. And I think the boundaries are really important in a job. Um, I thought that that schedule will be perfect for me.
Okay, so following your dream that you told me that maybe you like to be like a barrister or consultant, and do you think if I tell you I'm your boss and I will tell you, hey, Anna, I will pay you like the money that you want, that in this case for London will be like $8,000 or something, and you can choose the place for work. So tell me, what do you choose? Like working in the same city, or do you like working online, or like a freelance? If they pay you the same for being in the office and being outside, what do you choose? And tell me about if I pay you the same amount of money, do you prefer like working something like 4 hours per day, or even if it's the same amount of money, do you prefer being in the office 8 hours? If I tell you the salary is the same, what do you prefer? Work less or work more? I will detect if you are a really workaholic.
Okay, maybe where I maybe have in the office and have in outside because I really like to be, I don't know, take my computer and go to the beach and work in front of the ocean. I love that. Or maybe just go on a mountain and be there working. I don't know. I will take the 8 hours, but more free days. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, like changing.
yes.
Hmm. That
Or
is a
maybe,
good plan.
yes, work like to Monday to Thursday and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday free. I
Hmm.
think that'd be a good plan. Or maybe don't skip Monday and I don't know, start working on a testing or something. I don't know. I'm really open about that, but I really need to be like.
Okay. Anna, do you have a plan or a strategy for achieve your goal?
Well, this is part of the plan, and
Yeah.
I plan to do the TOEFL
Yeah.
exams, and I'm planning on going that way first, and maybe found something. I don't know, a PhD or a master's degree in international criminal law or something like that. I would love that.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna. This is the time where I just gonna get prepared and knowing how to get there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe mature, maybe get mature in some other things about me and go that way.
Okay. That is great because it's always good plan. Have a plan. Even if sometimes can be blurry or sometimes can change.
Yes.
Is for mental health that you need to follow a route. Um, because if you didn't, every way will work for you, and not all the ways work,
Yes.
right? So it's a good plan. Like it's not being like so, like have a lot of structure because that didn't work. Also, it's like for having a blurry plan, but it's a plan, and to start to take actions about it, like step by step.
Yes.
Do you recognize or tell me about what was your biggest like crush about the ideas when you start to think about uh, this activity? What was the first thing that start like to don't feel completely? Do you have like contradictions inside of you?
Of course, maybe more insecurities than
Yeah.
contradictions because it implicates that I have to leave my country, my family, and I have to study really hard and I'm working, so I'm getting tired and I don't know if I can do this and all that stuff. You know that it's always here pinching the head, but
Yeah.
I try to keep them aside and just go focus and do it and work with what I have and just move on and keep learning and growing and hoping for the best. And I think that something that make me crush too is that I'm not completely happy in my job.
Yeah.
So I have the struggle in me that I need to live there. It's like my heart is telling me you need to live there. So that pressure is always hitting me, and I need to do something about it. So it's kind of I don't know how to say impulso,
Yeah.
but it's also a pain in the ass. Sorry, but that's
Yeah.
the
No worries.
truth. That's the
Yeah.
truth.
Okay, I will give you because I feel like today I was like realizing that when I start to do the questions, that is a really good way, a nice way to connect one topic that is like really simple and basic with something that can makes you feel something about the contract and that you can connect it with your life because
Yes.
that is also important. And I feel this like a kind of therapy. So tell me about your feelings. When I start to make like the questions, what I want to know, of course that I want to know about your expectations, but I guess because I am like discovering myself as a teacher, and when I work at the university, I always know that I work with communities because I told you that I work with communities. I
Yes.
always want to make it simple and real. I want that the information that I'm giving you, you can connect with your life. That's it. So when I start to realize that is so important because when you know what you deserve, you put your standards high. It's exactly the same with the relationships. Maybe you can have like 10 boyfriends or whatever, and with which one or with each one you will learn what yes and what no. So when
Yes.
you have experience, you have like the standards really high, and then you put like more difficult way for someone that really deserve it. I guess that in these kind of things, it's also important know what do you deserve and what do you want, and then comparing with the thing that you get for taking actions. As someone that leaves their job and now is like living a different life, whatever, because I have that experience, the things that I can give you as an advice, and I will continue with Silvana in a couple of seconds, is first, always trust in what your heart is telling you. Because for some reason, like 1 year and a half ago, I didn't have any idea that I would be like a resident in Bolivia, that I will working on this. I don't have any idea. But my heart was telling me that I need like or leave my office, or in 1 year and a half, maybe I was in, I don't know, in Lima, maybe Lima. And I know that I need to continue until I feel like completely comfortable how I am right now. But also one part of my brain is telling me that I will continue and that I'm going to Brazil. So I start to study Portuguese. So I start to take actions for my goals, right? Because I didn't know what comes, but I know that will comes because something that I can describe, that you can call universe, God, karma, dharma, the force, whatever that you want to call it, is telling you. And nothing can be more strong than yourself. So with your speech, I detect that like, my heart is telling me. So do you have the first answer? The most difficult part is solve it. Now you need to figure out how you will plant the basis for have your dream. And in that, you need to figure out what makes you feel secure. And it's like a knowledge of yourself. You feel secure, your family, your relationships, your money, and maybe you will start to write and you will start to feel, okay, I need this amount of money for give me security. How I will get it? I will start to work online. I will start to do this, to do that, to save. I will blah. And you will start to put it in your list. You will give yourself the security that you need. Always the independence in any aspect of your life come by financial way. If you are independent in financial, you are dependent in all decisions that you take in your life. Because even if you don't meet the love of your life or whatever, always the money will be present. So you need, okay, if I want to study, an example, I want to study in France 2 years. Maybe the first year I can't work. How much money I need to take? Okay, I am in the job that I don't want, but I am here not being unhappy. I am here because I need to use the job for half my goal. And you will start to change your mind. Because remember that you are this, and you need to talk with you all time. And you need, okay, I know that I don't belong here, but I need this until this date. I know that I am not deserved in this relationship, that it's hurting me, but I am working in my, I don't know, my self-love or whatever. And you need to start to take actions. So the first thing, you solve it. That is, I know that I'm not here, that I want to do this. Okay, I will start to take steps, and then you need to back up your life. It's not that I am suggesting you or telling you, no, I am telling you what happens to me. I start to realize that all my salary, I was spending all my salary, of the most of my salary, buying clothes and all my high heels and everything. And when I start to realize that this was my dream, that I was like there in the circle, that I can't go out, I start to read and to write what I don't want for my life and what I have to change. And when I start like, okay, if I want to leave the country, I can't continue spending my money like this. And that takes me months. And then when you have like all that security, will be easier to take decisions, because leave the country is not easy. Leave your family is not easy. Leave your couple if you have is not easy at all. Leave everything that you know is the most amazing experience that I ever had. I guess that in 2 years of this traveling, I learned about myself more than all my life complete. And now I discover other way to live that makes me happier than before. It's not because before I was wrong, because if that don't happen, I'm not here. But gives you perspective, and all your fears and all your goals will come from your head, and you need to learn how to manage it. Okay? So for one reason are you here, for one reason we take this topic today, but it's always a way to follow that voice that is inside of you. This was like quite therapeutic, but
For sure.
but it's my experience, and I'm telling you, always you will find a way to do that you love, to do the things that you love. Always. Even when you didn't realize how. Sorry, Silvana, that I am
Sorry.
alive. Yeah, no worries. We will take
No,
more
no,
time.
it's okay. It's very motivational. I love it.
The thing is, I work for a huge tour company in Peru. I told you, right, that I am like making a combination between law and photography.
Yes.
But I start to put that dream not here in the clouds, I put it in the earth. And it's like, okay, I want to work on this. I want to spend time on this. I don't have any idea how to use Photoshop. I will learn how to do it. Of course that I will learn how to be a better person, lawyer, whatever. But I want to do this and I need to put it in the reality. That was, and I start to follow my intuition since I was in the office, because in that time my fear was like, oh no, if I start to post the pictures that I take, the people will believe that I'm not a serious lawyer. And even if I'm the best one, we work with our image, right? So what I had like, and then when I start to, my bosses work so much with this, it's like, who cares? Do whatever that you want to do. And they start to give me like encouragement. And then I start to post whatever. And 1 year later, I was working with one of the huge tour companies in Peru. They pay 1 month in Peru. I always would remember it was the first contract that I think as a photographer, I do the same amount of money that I win as a lawyer in Colombia. And I start to, was like, and the first time that I think that contract, these exercises are so important because visualize your dreams. The first time that I think a contract as a photographer, I cried. And I don't know if you realize, or maybe you have idea about the Huacachina Desert. It's like one desert in Peru that is so famous. They have an oasis and everything. I had everything paid for visit some amazing places in Peru, just because one day I dreamed it. A couple of months ago, I don't know, like 6 months ago, I started telling myself that I dream not just with Bolivia. I want to continue traveling. That was like in my body. But it was like, how? How are we connect the things that I love, that is like photography and becoming a lawyer? How? I know that I want to be in the jungle or in the sea with my computer. I know that I want to do that. How I will do? And then the same way start to show me possibilities. And now I'm here working. I can change the city if I want. Now I'm here so happy. I don't want to leave Tarija now, but I can do it because now I have one opportunity that never stopped. I never trust in something inside of me that telling me that even if it makes me happy, even if it gives me stability, even if it gives me money, something inside of me telling me that maybe I can try something new. Even if this goes wrong, even if with a pandemic, even with a lot of external factors, you need to put silence and understand what do you want, like from the authentic way, what do you want? And then that will show you the way. I know, because you start to believe in yourself. I don't know about the energies. I don't know what happened in the world, but the things happens. And I'm telling you that I am a completely different person right now. But I learned how to do it, taking actions. I'm not here because God was in my door like, oh, you want to become a teacher? No, I am here because, okay, I want to do that. I know to do that. How I will take possibility with the things that I know how to. But before I didn't realize nothing. Before I start my trip was a plan of 3 months and go back to Colombia. I'm traveling for 2 years in a couple of months, like 1 month. And I didn't know that that would happen. But something inside of me telling me. So when you tell me that, it's like, sorry, stop everything because we need to solve something. that is not the final with this. Of course, that I know that you learn the contract, you read all the vocabulary, and you do the things that you have to do. But we are here for something, and we need to figure out why and for what reason we are here, because we didn't know when we will die. And it's stupid being in a place that don't feel complete and happy or relaxed.
Yes,
That apply for
sure.
everything in life.
Yes.
So Anna, thank you so much for sharing. Silvana, sorry, we will
Thank
continue.
you. Thank you, Gali.
And
Bye.
I hope that helps.
For
And
sure it will be.
before you go, please, do you feel the survey?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for your
And
words.
domina la loca, es lo que yo me digo a mí misma. Domina la loca. Toca. Tiene que haber una manera. ¿Vale?
Vale.
Muchas gracias por tu tiempo.
A ti. Bye.
Chao, chao. Silvana, ¿cómo estás? Comenzamos
Hi.
un tiempito tarde, pero sé que estabas escuchando, así que bueno.
Yeah.
Ya viste más o menos cómo funciona la dinámica, entonces,
More or less,
yeah, I want that you share with me like all the goals that you have, the dreams, the money that you want to win, the schedules, the vacations, everything. And then I will start to do some questions, and that's it.
Okay. So I've always dreamed. Well, my dream has two parts. First,
Yeah.
I wanna work in a international company, maybe an airline or maybe these streaming platforms. As a lawyer, of course, being part of the media, like these actors and actresses being there to negotiate their contracts and whatever. And maybe I also have like a good network to make come true the second part. I want a foundation. I want to help women and children in need. I've always wanted since I was 12 years old. I want to do that. I don't know if here in Peru or maybe like the Latin America. I mean, well, as a lawyer, I mean, I'm gonna be first employee and then the employer. So as employee,
Yeah.
I wanna work. I don't know, maybe 5 days per week, like weekends. I'm gonna be free. Then, talking about the payment, I don't know, the salary.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe if it's an important contract or an important movie or series, I don't know. Maybe 10% or something like that. It's not like every time, I don't know, $10,000 now. Something like 10%. Like what else? About vacations, maybe I would like to have 2 months, maybe one in summer and then one for Christmas and New Year. How to do it, I'm not sure, but as Anna said, I feel like it's something there in my mind that I have this idea and I want to do it, and I know that I can do it, and I will. I hope that I will.
Okay. But you listen all that I said, right?
Yeah,
To her.
sure.
So I'm something that like copy and paste here.
Yeah.
Please. Give me a second. Daisy, vamos un poquitico retrasadas, así que más o menos como en 10 minutos voy a comenzar contigo. Si quieres estar presente no hay ningún problema. Creo que tú eres la última. Me toca revisar a Gabriela, que no sé si se va a presentar hoy. Pero es para que sepas que tenemos un retraso más o menos de 10 minutos por culpa mía. Pero ahí vamos, para que me tengas un poquito de paciencia y ya conversamos. Si quieres puedes escuchar, no hay ningún problema. Okay, Silvana. And what about if you are the other part? Because you told me, right? Like, if I am the employee, but if I am the employer, I will take this decision. Which one?
Oh, if I am the employer, I mean, as I said, I want have a foundation to help people. So I will,
okay.
of course, be the employer. I mean, be the leader, of course.
Okay. I didn't catch that. I was like, that if I am an employee, I will have a foundation, whatever, because can be like a project plus
Yeah,
your
sure.
activities.
Well, actually,
But
if
okay,
I'm gonna work in this media with, as I said, actors and actresses, I'm gonna have this network
mhm.
to talk with people that can invest in this foundation
Yeah,
someday.
that is great.
So I will. Let
Like
me just write
brands
it.
and yeah.
Yeah, and as I said, streaming platforms are in a lot of cities. Actually, for example, Netflix is in LA, in California, but also
Yeah.
have these. Uh, Also is in Brazil and in Spain, so I would like to travel and check if everything's doing okay. I would like to travel a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Of
I
course, the
know
company
that.
will pay because I'm not gonna pay. I'm doing my job.
Yeah. Sure. And what about vacations?
Yeah, 2 months.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna leave this room in, for example, in the United States, I would like to have 1 month for summer and 1 month in winter for Christmas and New Year. Yes.
Okay. And what is that dream that you have in your mind right now that you're telling me like, or do
Yeah,
you prefer don't share it? What is the thing that wants to like force you to take a decision, or what is the thing that maybe just general? Don't tell me like, oh, Gali, no. It's about your career. It's about traveling. It's about what? Maybe other language. I am doing
oh,
the thing with Discovery Kids that you told me, by the way.
yeah.
I
But
start.
actually, the dream is part of that. It's part of the job. It's part of the two parts dream that I have. So
Okay.
basically, is that, I mean, I'm gonna do something at the same time, that it's like something that I'm gonna still thinking what is it, because I'm not gonna just be focused on that. Of course, I'm gonna have a private life. I'm gonna have kids. I'm gonna maybe get married, and that's stuff.
Yeah. Do you know someone like in your social circle that have like the job that you wish the most in your life? Do you
Well,
meet someone that do the things that you want to do?
for the first part, like working at a stream platform, no, but actually I know people that here in Peru have a foundation.
Yeah.
My mom's friends had two foundations actually that also works with women in need in Huachipa, here in Lima. It's in Lima, but it's like far from the center, the downtown. So people there, I actually were reading some cases that they had. It's you feel the struggle, and
Yeah.
you have something here that makes you, I mean, I want to help. I want to do something to change their lives, because I mean, it's not easy to have a life like that. So
I know. It's really hard.
mhm.
But how do you believe that you can like mix it?
Mm,
What do you
yeah,
think that can be a strategy? Like, do you want like to work half of the day in something and the other half of the day in something? What do you have in mind, like an
no,
ideas
it will be
for?
like first I'm gonna be here working in LA, for example, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna start my foundation when I'll be when I have my children like grown up, like at university. So okay, go do your life. I love you, but
Okay.
do your life, and I'm gonna be leading the foundation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you depend of some factors under your control for achieve your goal?
Well, right now I believe that I have like languages. I have these. I don't know. I have this. If I have the opportunity, I think that I will be ready. I believe that I have these qualities of leader. I would like to manage all these contracts and be part of of the media knowing us, not exactly as a manager because we're not managers, but as lawyers, we also have to socialize with our knowledge.
Mhm.
Not just talk about banal or superficial stuff, but also with our knowledge. So I think that if we're talking about this topic, I think I will be ready to enter and be known as someone that can negotiate better your contract, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a strategy to catch
Uh,
that? Like a plan? You are following a plan? Maybe I am part of that plan. Maybe are you taking this for, yeah, because that can happen. Maybe you are taking this course for having a qualification, or do you have a plan? Do you start to think about it? Like, do you design a plan or not yet?
not yet. It's like I have ideas in my mind.
Hmm.
Of
Okay.
course, I know which is the goal, but I have to see how I can do it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have
And one day you start to check like testimonies or experience of other people that have the job that you want.
actually, I was reading something. I
Mhm.
had some information, but not like something clear because this information is not as public as I want it to be.
Yeah. Okay. Do you read the contract, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Tell me one part that you are completely agree with the way that they created, and tell me other part that you are in completely disagree.
Okay. For example, I read this part of probation period.
Mhm.
I believe that if they want to contract me, I mean, they wanna, I mean, be sure that I have the skills to do it. But I don't believe that it would be fair if they just decide one time. I mean, if for example it's Friday and they called me and they told me, okay, you worked until yesterday. You are not part of our company anymore, because I had a friend actually that a week ago called me and told me this experience that she was a Friday 8 a.m. and she was trying to see what to do if she have something to do at work and nothing, and they called her and told her that she was working until Thursday, and I was, oh my god, and you have to pay the university, so it's not that way. So also this
But
company,
because one mistake or
no
because
no
of the pandemic?
no, they actually, it was unfair, I told her, because these people that was evaluating her job were, it's something so subjective. It was nothing like you didn't answer or you were not connected because of the pandemic, right? You are working at home, so no. It was very weird because imagine if I have a family and someday I will wake up and I have no job and I didn't know
Yeah.
how
Like
I'm
not
gonna
security
deal.
of love.
Yes, how I'm gonna deal with. I mean, I have to pay food. I have to pay schools. I mean, it's not right. That's not right.
Okay, that is the thing that you are
Yeah,
completely disagree with.
yeah,
Nice. That was the general. And what about the part that you was like, yes, perfect,
yeah.
with the way that you fill out? Like maybe do you like that the obligation that you're the duties that you have as employer are clear? Or what
Yeah,
part do you can like realize that is good redacted in this context of the sample that we get?
yeah. The part you said when, for example, this independent legal advice,
Mhm.
that part,
Mhm.
I think it's very good because I mean you have that possibility to be to have someone that really knows what means every part of the contract, so you're gonna know whether you're signing. I mean,
Okay.
it's your decision if you want this or not. And for sure, I would always recommend to have someone to ask for some, I don't know, some subject or some this technical words.
Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect. That is great. Do you check a lot of new vocabulary, like in labor, or not really?
No, actually, I had one word that I look for that I don't remember the word. I just
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that
yeah.
I was saying, okay, I wanna look for just to be sure that I am understanding
The
the
context
sentence.
or the
The
sentence.
context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we will do the last question. You know that I try to mix.
Yeah.
Um, if one huge company want to pay you a salary and everything that you need, all your wishes come true in an stability and money and conditions, etc. For following your dream. Like, for example, you want to become an artist, and one company in, I don't know, France telling you like, okay, we will pay everything that you want and you need like your craziest wishes, like I want a house from all the members of my family. Okay, the company will say, I will pay everything.
Okay.
I will do whatever that you want, but I want that you make your wish come true. Which one will be that job of your dreams?
I mean, if you put that in mind, maybe it will be something out of my comfort zone. As you said, like, okay, we're lawyers, we're studying law, but maybe be an actress. It could be a good job for me. I mean, if I'm like interested in this media, I mean, I will be an actress. Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, who
so
knows?
maybe it's not correct. They're not correct. It's just
Yeah,
I can't
so
do more topic questions. Of course, I can't. But I like to realize that because always like we was discussing sometimes quite drunk at the law firm. We were discussing one time with all my coworkers and friends. It's like if we don't we had like a coworker that was really rich. Basically, she go for or she went to Canada for a weekend, and he go
okay.
back. For giving you an idea. And we was like drinking with her and whatever, and we start to realize that of course she didn't stay there for money, and some of us no. So we start to ask questions like that, like if they didn't pay you anymore, you will stay here.
Hmm.
And everyone's like was so secure, like yes. And inside of me was like,
Really?
like
Are you sure?
and when I start to of course that for example in the example of my ex co-worker, she was like so clear like yes, because I'm doing this, blah, blah. I was like, oh fuck, something is wrong because I'm not feeling that passion right now. And of course then the moment that they didn't pay me anymore, I never will go back to that office. And I start like, oh. And I start to think and realize like
Yeah.
it's not putting pressure on you, but I was like in myself in that time, I was like, oh wow, that is amazing. I didn't find that thing in my life. That they didn't give me like nothing, and I start to do work like for free,
Yeah.
and I
I
start to
guess,
change the sense of the money completely. When I started traveling, I changed. Was like,
yeah, it's like I believe that it's about society because sometimes you feel like, oh, the lawyers are just lawyers, they cannot do anything else. But it's
mhm,
wrong because we can do, I mean, if I could be an actress and a lawyer at the same time, I mean, it will be amazing. But if for example, I'm an actress or a singer, who knows, and I want to have this, I mean, be a lawyer, maybe people will be treat me different. Like, oh, she's not too serious. for this job or
Mhm.
something like that. So
Mhm.
these stereotypes make us believe that we cannot do it, and it's wrong.
Yeah.
That's not fair. I mean, I can do it. I also read that some artist, a singer, that when this man was younger, now is working in BBC in London, and is a periodist and economist, and is treated like an economist and a periodist. Why I cannot be treated like a lawyer and also maybe an actress? So
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, that is great. That is great because if you do a lot of questions with yourself, one day you will catch the answers, the correct
Yeah.
answers that are you looking for. That is amazing. Some people never put in doubt any of their decisions, and I guess that is wrong. I'm not judging, but we have to be the strong, like the strong personality and knowledge and mature about. Hey, maybe I should change my opinion. Maybe no.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. Like the benefits of that, but in your life, maybe a lot of people is always like in automatic mode in life and never figure out that maybe you can do mistakes. That maybe your
Of
expectations
life.
were different. Yeah. Okay. It was a nice meeting. I feel like with my coffee. Cheers. Please, Silvana, before you go, I need that you fill the survey if you
I did
didn't
when
to do it.
yeah.
Okay. Because now I have like 8. I need to figure out who was the one missing.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, estamos bien, estamos bien. Bueno, muchas gracias por tu tiempo y nos vemos mañana en clase.
Okay, bye. Gracias.
Adiós, buenas noches, gracias a ti. María, hola, gracias por tu paciencia. Tuvimos unos inconvenientes técnicos, no mentiras, no. Tuvimos ahí una charla que se extendió un poquito más. Muchas gracias por tu tiempo. Cuéntame, por favor, si... ¿Quién fue quien se conectó ahorita? ¿Daisy?
Sí, yo tenía las 8, bueno, 8:45,
Ok.
pero creo que Daisy tenía antes que yo, así que no estoy segura.
Está
Sí, yo iba a
loco.
las 8:30.
Ok, bueno, a las 8. Bueno, tenemos problemas, te las tengo las dos al tiempo.
Yo puedo esperar, no hay problema.
Sí, no hay problema, súper. Entonces ya nos vemos.
Me
Si quieres
avisas
estar
en el
acá.
grupo de WhatsApp, porfa.
Sí, 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 claro. Si
Gracias.
quieres, súper,
Gracias,
súper. Te
Daisy.
aviso un minutico antes. Gracias. Hello.
Hi, Gali, how are you?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm okay.
Super.
Just a little bit tired, just that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I need vacations. Okay,
Yeah.
Maria. Tell me about your activity. Tell me, what do you think about it? What do you feel about it? What do you want to do for a living? What do you want to? How much money do you want to win? Or your benefits? Or your medical insurance? Which country? Tell me everything. Then I will start to do some questions just for know it better, and
Okay.
some random questions as always.
Well, I've always wanted to work for the government. So I was practicing in a private, well, in a company here in Peru, but I didn't like it, honestly. So my whole life, I've just wanted to work for the government. For example, I used to work for the private, public ministry when I was studying law, and I like it a lot. And they didn't pay me nothing there. however, I like it more to work for the public ministry than working in this company. In that moment, I discovered that I didn't want to work in a company. I just wanted to work in a government. And it wasn't because this company, it was a good work. It was a good job. My colleagues were good people, but I just didn't like it. So in the future, as a lawyer, I want to work for the government. I will start practicing in the Ministry of Foreign Relations Relations. Probably in the future, I would like to stay there. And my responsibilities in this ministry, I would love to be like make reports and advices about the treaties that Peru wants to sign, process of extradition process, make other advices about public and private international law. And
Wow. You have a really nice structure. So do you feel the contract? Or do you always
yes, I
haven't been
did.
so clear? Yeah, nice.
Well,
I can see it.
I didn't fill out the whole contract. I just fill it some, some
Functions.
parts of it. Yeah, some parts of it.
How do you have that so clear? Why? Do you have someone in your social circle that do the things that you want to do?
Oh no. Well, I think it's a mixture because I am going to do this as I am practicing right now in the Ministry of Foreign Relations, but not these duties as a whole, some of them, and obviously learning from another people that are very into this. But I really want to do it this in the future deeper than I will do it right now. So yep, as main responsibilities that are just in me, not like some shared responsibilities. You know what I mean? It's just me. But yeah, well, and also in compensation, I want to be paid at the rate of 5,000 soles, but that's like a dream for the future.
5,000, 5,000 soles?
Yes, 5,000 soles. Well, it's about
Okay.
it. Well, actually, it's the rate that it's approximately the rate that they are earning in this moment. So, yep.
Okay.
For vacation, well, the minimum in my country is just 1 month, and I like it. When I knew that in yours was just 2 weeks, I was very surprised. So finally, I thought, well, we did one thing really good here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No
Yeah,
worries. Don't
I'm
hurt me.
I'm pretty sure they won't give me more. So yes, with 4 weeks, I'm going to be okay. Something that I really like, and I was thinking about this before, but I'm pretty sure that I won't find this in the government. Like a benefit, I know that there are some companies that give their employers like a kindergarten for their kids, especially when they are little and they are just 1 year old or 2 year old, and they go to these places. And for example, when you want to have your meal or your lunch, you can go to this kindergarten and stay with your kid if you want to. So that will be amazing. But honestly, for working for the government, I'm pretty sure that I won't find that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, well, if someday I decided to work in a private company, in a company or in a private law firm, I'm pretty sure that maybe it could be part of it, but I won't find it in the government.
Okay. Nice. What more?
Probation period. Well, in my country, the minimum is 3 months. So I think I'm okay with that.
Okay. Did you check in that contract that do you have like they can finish the contract like automatically without advice? Did you think that? But did you read that part?
No. But
Okay.
as you say that,
Uh,
it's like, wow.
yeah. So because that is we was talking about that in a couple of minutes ago. I was like completely against your stability.
It is.
Um, so tell me if you know someone that have that job. Like in your life, do you know someone that do the things that you want to do?
I don't know. No, I don't know a person that the does this. Maybe a teacher. She used to do this not for the Ministry of Foreign Relations. She did it for the Congress. Obviously
Okay.
not with the kindergarten benefit. But yeah, she worked in the Congress. She was a counselor from one of the congresses there, and she
Mm-hmm.
worked there giving advices.
Nice. Do you want to work in, or do you think that maybe in the future your work will be connected with politics?
Yes, I
And
would
you
like
want, do you like it?
yes,
Okay. Even with this instability that they have, because you
yes,
know that if you are with the one that wins, you are done.
yes,
But if don't, you will have like a struggle a little bit. So
yes,
you
yes, I know.
you accept that risk.
Yes, I know it's hard. And sometimes I just stop thinking about that because, you know what? I met, maybe you know about him. I met one pastor once, and he is part of the Congress of Colombia right now. I don't remember his name. He's a pastor, and he's also part of the Congress of Colombia. I'm sorry, I just
No
don't remember
worries.
his name, but he's part of it. And that day that I met him, I asked him, "How's been that? How did you go there? How is your family? Because you have a lot of duties, you have a lot of things to do, and maybe I'm pretty sure that when you do something wrong, all the like the prensa, I just forgot the name.
Media, the media.
Yeah, sorry. All the media is going to go against you. All the media is going to want to know what are you doing, or if you're doing something wrong, they're going to show you as the guilty one or something like that. How do you support that? Because I'm pretty sure that you have been living with that. And next to him was his wife, and his wife started crying about what I said. I felt really guilty about it, and I was pretty sure that what I was saying to him, it was true. So I know it's not deep. It is very difficult. It is. But I just don't want to work as a politician. I also want to give advices to politicians. So yes, I want to be part of it, but I can be part of it in another ways too.
Nice. Do you have any strategy to achieve your goal or your or this
Yes,
job that you really dream? But do you have? I know that you have like a good structure, but what do you think that are you doing in the present for getting that result in the future? Like an specific
well,
activity.
first of
For
all,
example, I don't know, I am having
I'm
connections with
sorry.
politicians.
Okay, first of all, that's what I wanted to do this program. This program, it's for law students that wants to work for the government. They open a lot of spaces for them in any different ministries, and you choose and you can choose, but it depends on your notes. If you, for example, are the first in your promotion, in your year, you could choose first. I've been
Okay.
working my whole career to choose first, and I had the opportunity to choose first. That's what I have in this. And honestly, I want to learn a lot about this and a lot about these people who are working here. Today, I was talking with a person that well, my boss is going to be our last Ministry of Justice. I'm pretty sure that that's really cool. I really like it. But more of that, working in these places means to me a very big service for people. It's not just me. I want to serve people. And I'm pretty sure it sounds maybe like a dreamer, but that's what I really want to do. And that's what I really want to go to these places, not just because of me. It's just part of the plan, but working with people, it's something that I really want to do.
That is amazing. You are the one of the ones that have a really good structure, and because of my personality, that is something for admire. That someone will be like, and I'm so sure that you will get it. Okay. Thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
time. We are done. Please, before you leave, I need that you fill the survey and just change the screen and you will find it. I do it like, yo lo hago con Alt y las flechitas, like the arrows, find the arrows, and that's it.
Yep, I did it.
Thank you so much for your time. I will see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Cali. Bye bye.
A ti, gracias. Hola Daisy, ¿cómo estás? Perdóname que comenzamos un poquito más tarde y un mix de horarios, pero fue porque me demoré más con una chica y eso afectó todo. Entonces, bueno, ¿cómo estás? ¿No te escucho?
Ay, perdón, tenía apagado el micrófono. Bien,
Tranquila, ¿cómo va todo? ¿Bien?
sí.
Súper, me alegra mucho. Bueno, vamos a comenzar. Quiero que me cuentes, me compartas cuál es ese trabajo de tus sueños, cuánto te ves ganando, qué vacaciones, qué prestaciones quieres, qué te gustaría que estuviera en el contrato, qué no te gustaría o te da igual si está o no. Y bueno, básicamente de eso se trata la actividad de hoy.
Ok,
Cuéntame.
yeah. I would like to work in an international organization.
Yeah.
The title of my job, like as a plant manager. I don't know if
Okay.
yeah, but as a plant manager, and my duties will be making plans to new making plans to new humanitarian projects. For
Yeah.
example, one of my dreams that I would like to do in the future is that I want to create organization like a house where we can help the teenagers or young girls that are impregnant and maybe their parents kick it out of the house so they don't have a home to go, and I would
That
like to
is
help
a really
them.
nice idea.
Yes,
Never think
and
about it.
teach them about how they can let me see the word undertake, how they can undertake, or a good way to get money, a good life to the baby and for them, and also create a place where they can empower herself and become independent. And I would like to do this, and another of my duties will be to be in charge of
In
the
charge.
in charge of, for example, if the organization where I would like to work has um, vo- volunteers, I would
Yeah.
like to be in charge of all the volunteers. And
Nice.
the
How much
compensation,
money? How much money do you want
yeah,
to earn?
the compensation. Well, the people who is in the power in the, I don't know how to say diputados in English. There is people who is uh,
Counselors, maybe como
counselor.
consejero.
Yeah, yeah,
Counselors.
counselor. We have 84 in the country. It's a small country, but they are winning um, around $4,000 in a month. I mean, a big amount of money, but I think it is too much for the work that they do. But I would like, I mean, I'm doing a comparison within the work I would like to have and the job that they have. But I would like to win $1,500. I think it is less more, but is. razonable.
Reasonable.
Reasonable. Yes,
Nice.
and where, for example, if I have to go outside and do file work or to do an investigation outside of the company, the organization, I would like that they provide. I don't know how do you say this in English, but I found it that it is per diem. It's like uh, viáticos per diem. I don't know
Mhm.
if it's correct in English.
Yeah, you can say that they provide all the resources for the job. ¿De
Yes.
acuerdo? Ujú.
And the
Sigue.
vacation, I would like to have 3 weeks of every year working in the company, in the organization. Um, and also the holidays too, like Easter, Christmas, New Year, and we have 2 Easters in the week here, so the both Easter. And a schedule that I would like to work is, I don't know, since 9 or 10 o'clock a.m. to
Mhm.
5 p.m. with the hour for lunch, for take the lunch.
Okay.
And
And
some benefits that I would like to have, for example, like life insurance, and not just for me, but for my family, my if I have a children, for my children, for my mom, for my husband if I have husband, and discount in pharmacies because I consider that is important because it's a basic needed the pharmacy, so discount in pharmacies and maybe in some restaurants.
okay, that is great. Tell me if you know somebody like in your social circle that do the job of your dreams.
Yes, almost I know uh, a woman that is uh, in the same church that me,
Hmm?
and she has she has her own organization that help poor people in the islands in the of my country. She is always carrying them clothes, food, campaigns of health. They she 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 gives them glasses for people who need it. Give them some I don't know, for the teeth, uh, consultas odontológicas. I don't know how to say.
Yeah, dentist.
Dentist, for poor people, and I don't know. She is like a wow. She's a wonderful for me because she achieved one of my dream, and I would like to work with her when in a couple of years.
Nice. Tell me, if someone or one huge company want to pay for everything that you need, for example, you are a writer or you are a painter or you are a musician. If someone will pay you everything that you need for follow a dream that is not lawyer, which activity do you think that you can do?
Also, I like to write.
Mm-hmm.
I like to write poems and histories, and I don't know. Did you ask me about how many money, or what was the question?
Like if someone or one company will like pay everything that you want just for do your dream come true, but that dream can't be like connected with law, will be like an opposite or do something
Yeah,
different with law, what do you think that will be that job?
I don't know. I think like it will be like 1,000 of dollar because here if I want to publish a book it's too expensive. So if I want to achieve one of my dreams, but is write a book, the company will have to give me around $1,000 because it is expensive here.
More. Imagine that the company will pay you $50,000 per month. You will become a writer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nice. What do you think that will be your strategy for do your dream come true, like for having your own organization, for working that? What do you think that will be the way,
Well,
or what are you doing
um,
for
I'm
that?
trying to learn new languages. Uh, I was trying to learn Italian, but I left it. But on May, I would like to learn French because I think the languages, learn many languages. No, languages is a good tools that can help you to open many doors, to communicate with many people that can help you. And
Mhm.
also in law, I would like to, well, I told you the last time, I would like to study humanitarian, international and humanitarian law. So I think this is a good way for achieve my dream because it has, I don't know, it's in the same way.
Yeah, that is great. Um, in this moment, if you can change your like job for the job of someone that you know, what do you do?
I don't know,
¿Sí me
I
entiendes? O
think
sea, como si tú pudieras cambiar de trabajo, así como escoger a X persona y tener ese trabajo. ¿Qué trabajo escogerías?
right now,
Sí.
uh, right now, um, someone that works in a call center because now I am studying, so I need time to work and for study. And call center is one of the places that give you this opportunity to they say, okay, give me your schedule of the university, and I will give you a schedule that for you work, and you can have time to study and work. So I would like to take the position of someone that works in a call center.
Okay, nice. You will find a lot of opportunities if you speak English,
Yeah,
and you will get paid for something that you already know, and you will find a way. I work like all the university for pay my studies, and it's possible. Will be hard sometimes, but it's possible. And also, if you want like to become a lawyer for one humanitarian organization or for something that works with human rights, will be also possible that you start to find jobs like legal assistance or paralegal between you are like studying, because you will start to have an experience, and you will start to see with your own eyes, and with your experience if that is really the thing that you want to do with your life. So try to find that opportunities. You will catch it for sure, because the organizations always need people. Maybe you win a little bit less that someone that have like more experience, but with the time you will getting better, 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 and you will, yes, um, figure out if that is really for you. Then when you becoming a lawyer, then maybe they contract you. That was the thing that I do. I work with them as a paralegal for years. And then when I become a lawyer, I know everything that they need that I know, and they construct me. So that is really important. That will
yeah.
help you to put your mind clear. Do you see yourself living in other countries?
Yeah, but not alone. I
Which,
mean,
with how? With
with
which
my
people, or
family,
with
with
all
my
your family?
mom. Yeah, my mom, my aunt, and my grandmother and my sister. But
Okay.
it's difficult because my mom, she said that she won't travel. It's not an option that's called her attention. So I don't know, maybe the possibilities, the opportunities in the future, the way in the things came to me, I think she can change the opinion.
Yeah, sure. You will figure out all the ways that you need to follow for do your life. Remember me, you are doing like a pre-university.
Yeah,
Okay. So you will have like more or less 5 years or 6 years for give the structure that do you want for your life. But if I was you when I had your age, you have everything so clear, even more than some lawyers. So congratulations. It's not so
thanks.
easy. Find what you want to do and being like authentic. What do you want to do the things? And like always that is so important, like to figure out what activities would makes you feel complete, and even when it's not really means that amount of money. But if now you are like struggling or like thinking about the money that is necessary for continuous studying and that connect with your schedules in the university, try to find a work in one organization and one law firm, because they will respect that schedules and will pay you for something that will give you the experience specifics in your areas. And maybe in vacations or something, you can work online with the translations or something with the language that will give you more money. But I can give you that advice by experience. Try to connect as soon as possible with something that was like in the way of your dreams. Because of course that we have an experience in a call center will give you maybe more fluency, more vocabulary, will make you improve in other areas. But you will win experience in something that is not really connected with your career. And if you tell me, like, I really love that, is the love of the job of my dreams, I will respect it and will be nice because you are doing something that you like it. But if just because connect with your schedules and for money, you can have that kind of money or you can have that kind of opportunities with law firms that works with humanitarian law, with organizations, with civil organizations, even with the government. If you look good, you can find something like a legal assistance in one desk or one tribunal, and you will figure out what to do from a student. Then you will have everything more clear when you becoming a lawyer.
And actually, for many time, for many years, my dream was to be a teacher of little children. But I don't know, one year I just realized and say, why a teacher? I can do more. Because in my church, I am a teacher of children, the Sundays.
Mhm.
But I don't know, one day I say that I can do more being a lawyer that being a teacher. And I don't know, my dream
Yeah,
changed in this day.
that is really good because you are young and you can change, even you can connect that dream after. I have that in mind always, also, and now I'm here. So maybe one day you can work with maybe for your organization. Everything that you learn in your life will be experience that will help you to improve and to be better. And maybe one day you can connect that thing that you want to be before with your reality. Never knows. So please, Daisy, before you leave, I need that you please fill the survey, que tienes la encuesta que tengo ahí activa. Y bueno, ya te puedes desconectar una vez lo hagas. Muchísimas gracias por tu tiempo, por
¿Dónde
tomarte.
está la encuesta?
¿Estás desde el celular o desde el computador?
Desde el celular.
Intenta cómo cambiar las pantallas. Ahí sale. Está activa en este momento. Intenta como en la parte de abajo debe decir votaciones. En la parte de arriba. En el computador es como que se cambia la pantalla. Le damos Alt y las flechitas, pero en el celular no sé cómo estás viendo. Pero sale. Intenta como minimizar la conversación, no sé.
Okay. Ya me salió.
Súper.
Ok.
Gracias. A ver, déjame un segundo, tengo que tomar una foto y mandarla. Bueno, me alegra mucho. Entonces nos vemos mañana en clase. Que te vaya muy bien.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks to you. Bye bye.